Robin.
I
Let me
know.
just
I
say
know.
that.
Robin
is it?
especially. No, Robin's just a fucker.
What if I don't touch anything, but I link them all together?
Don't do that again.
I would appreciate that. So there is a co-op mode, but it's much more fun to secretly betray each other.
Right.
So I'm going to click normal mode. It's probably going to set up the
But
board.
would that still allow us as a whole to win if like we betray each other?
No. So you only win if you survive and complete your objective. There are some objectives that don't necessarily mean other people have to lose, but you only win if you complete your objective and survive. Helping other people should only be purely selfish reasons to get something from them or to make sure they help you complete your objective. But you're technically never allowed to explicitly state what your objective is to other people.
And
Otherwise,
it'll be very frustrating for you if we do something that makes no sense to the progress of ourselves, but like fuck with each other by for fun.
The game doesn't operate under the assumption that you're going to be an absolute fuckwit, so play accordingly.
Okay.
So the game is stacked against the players for sure. It's very difficult. It's almost impossible. No one's ever all won in like the 12 games I've now played. Usually everyone dies. Sometimes one or two people will win. So keep that in mind. Like you will probably die.
But just so you know, if I do anything that makes no sense, it's not due to the fact that I have some big brain player or try to be an asshole. It's just based on pure stupidity.
Pure stupidity. That's
as proof of how I didn't make it to master.
Yeah, there we go. Did you put in? Did you press 5, Mateo?
I pressed 5. Yeah.
Oh, and now press 5. Okay, so here's the look at your hand.
I can't press anything. I'm in spectator mode.
Okay, you can change your own color, right?
You have to pick a color.
I can't. I really can't. It doesn't. It doesn't. Oh, never mind. Okay.
Oh, I just did it for you, but okay.
Okay.
So take a look at your hand.
So the colors aren't.
Mateo didn't get any fucking cards.
Okay, we're gonna have to restart.
Just restart it. Restart it.
I'll reload it.
So me flipping it wasn't
normal mode. It's gonna set up the whole table. 5 players. Everybody's gonna get cards. Okay, cool. So you get 2 objectives. One is corporate. An objective given by the corporation. One is personal. Take a look at both. There's an event that happens where you need to only select one, but you start with 2 options for a little bit. The first time any of us witnesses the first alien intruder, we have to throw away one objective and start going for just one. But take a look at them right now. And I'll give an example of all of the objectives so you guys get a good idea. I'm just going to read my...
how do you zoom into a card again?
You can press Alt, and it'll bring it up on your full screen, or you can zoom into your section. You'll also have a player card.
To zoom into my card.
Yeah, you'll also have a player number card. I am player number 2. What you can do actually is...
just place it on the board so that everyone can see.
You can put it down there. Mateo's player number 1. Let me go over to the page that tells you. So the objectives range from the following things. The first type of objective is player X's character cannot survive. This means that the character of the indicated player cannot be alive at the end of the game. They cannot hibernate. Player X's character cannot survive. That's one of the objectives. Like everybody gets 2 objective cards out of 18 total. So an example of some that people could have or that you could have is player X's character cannot survive. So it'll say player 1s, player 2s, 3s, 4s, or 5s. It just means that the player cannot be alive at the end of the game.
So I'm back.
You were gone? Okay.
Yeah.
One of the objectives is player X's character cannot survive. You do not need to kill them with any of your own actions. They simply must be dead. You might want to trap this character in a room on fire or with an intruder. That's what they call the aliens. Maybe you could seek another player's help. You can also escape the ship by using escape pods, abandoning the rest of the crew on board with fire malfunctions and damaged engines, self-destruct procedure, or coordinates leading nowhere and hope everyone dies or the ship explodes.
Question.
So if you have an objective that, what's up?
So like, you how do you collab with other players when everyone can hear you talking? Are we just not supposed to play meta? Just like other people hear it, pretend they don't know because they're not supposed to?
No, you can be pretty meta with this game. It's not like D&D. You can be like, if it comes to the point where you don't think you can achieve an objective like without help, you can go and be like, Anaf, I really need your help to kill James. I will give you a bunch of items to help me do it.
And then you will know and you will try to avoid it, even though you're not here. Okay.
Yo, question.
Yeah.
Yo, mine says my character card cannot survive.
Yeah, so if that's the case, you have to do the or part of the objective.
What?
That's
Oh.
troll. That's so disadvantageous for me.
Well, now that you gave it away, we'll just switch it up again. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, that sucks.
let me
'cause
read all
I
the-
had a really good one. I had one where I like had to survive with me and someone else.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
that one's a nice
someone
one.
else.
Wait, but didn't you say I could choose the other one? That's the only reason I asked you. I saw the or. I was just gonna choose the other one.
Wait,
Yeah, but we know
Yeah,
what
but
card
you
have.
still can't say. You're still not supposed to even
wait.
say.
So we can't just sacrifice ourselves? We can't
So-
kill ourselves?
Why would you want
No,
to do
no,
that?
No,
what?
because that's objective, isn't it? Your player
There's
can't
no
survive.
objective to kill you.
Your player can't survive. Like I'm player 3. I have the same card as
No.
Jeremy.
No, because you can only win if you complete
survive.
the objective on the card
Yeah.
and survive.
Oh, okay.
So if you get a card that says that you have to die, you just have to do the other part, which is you can be the only survivor. Okay.
Wait, so
Do you-
how come you can't know it if I could just choose my personal objective?
because there's only one of that type of card in the game.
Oh. Oh, so then
So-
now like you guys like have like a better probability of
We
knowing
have
what
more
other
information
people's-
about other people's objectives. It's okay. We'll just restart it. We haven't done anything yet, so it
Mhm.
doesn't matter. But that was a good point. I was going to bring that up like immediately after. Was if you get something that says your own character must die, you have to do the or part of the objective.
It's so
or pick the other card.
strange that the thing doesn't work. Like if you put a card in your hand, it doesn't.
Just right click
the
and
fuck?
press the draw button.
I know, but like this feature should fucking work.
It doesn't always. Okay.
Wow.
Sending the signal. If an objective on one of the cards says that you must send the signal, that means you must locate the comms room and perform its room action. There's always a comms room on board. Look for the rooms with number 1 on their back. So if you look at the map, the spaceship is laid out with the hibernation room in the center, the 3 engine rooms in the back, and the coordinates room with the cockpit in the front. Every other room is randomly determined. If we remove this exploration token, you'll see some have a marker on 1. That means that it's always going to be on the ship no matter what. There are 5 rooms with a marker 2, and there are not necessarily always on the ship. So these are special rooms. There's 9 2 cards, but only 5 get to go on the ship. So anything that has an objective that is room related will guaranteeably be on the ship. You just need to find it. Okay. So sending the signal, you have to find the comms and send the signal.
And
the room action
how
there.
do we find out which numbers are behind under these?
Under what? Under the cards, so you
Yeah.
move into them as you explore.
Oh,
Or
so
there's
once
some
we move
cards
in,
that can let you check it out. Yeah, I'll explain like the actual how you play the game in a second, but
Do like a
the
roll or
objectives is
something.
important because it's the very first thing you get.
Okay. Can I
Um,
click begin game so you could do like a overview so we could see the full map?
No, because we technically have to pick characters first.
Okay.
So we're restarting,
Yeah.
right?
No, we'll
Yeah,
restart.
we are restarting.
So
Okay,
might as
just
well.
click who's Jeremy, click on captain, I'll click on pilot. Third person, click on scientist. Oh no, wait, I
Wait.
selected pilot. No, here, wait. I'll just do it for everyone. I can click on people's.
Okay. Yeah. do that.
Doesn't matter right now because we're not actually playing, but it's just we have to do this before it lets us actually begin the game.
What am I?
Oh,
Not all
Sure,
players are
I'll-
ready.
you have to confirm, by the way. All of you
Oh,
guys have to
hit
confirm.
confirm on the cards. Now, see, because it's all macros. There, okay. Now we can see the whole map. So this is the map. You travel via corridors, which
Okay.
are these. Okay, into unexplored rooms. The way it works is I would like play a card. That's your action economy. Let's say I was this guy. I would play a card and move into this room. What you do is you flip over it. Just press F to flip. This is the airlock control room. It has a special effect. I would explain this whenever we uncover each room. And whenever you go into the room, you also flip over this exploration token, which is the event that happens when you enter the room. In this case, it is malfunctioning, which means you can't actually do the room action. And we put one of these tokens on to show it's malfunctioning. And the top number on the exploration token identifies how many items are in the room. In this case, you take this little marker here and you twist it to that position. It's already on 2. And then as you search for items in the room, you move the counter down by twisting it. Okay.
And
You just
what
hold E.
are the benefits you get from the item? Are they like points?
Items are no, they have a lot of variety. They basically help you survive. So in that room, so the way you do a search is it'll be a card in your hand. You do a search action, and it lets you pick cards from the same color as the room you're in. So airlock control is yellow. I would draw 2 cards from this yellow item pile over here, and I get to pick only one, and I discard the other. So in this case, the 2 items are chemicals, which lets me fully load ammo in a flamethrower if I have one. The other one is the spacesuit. If you are in a yellow room, you can discard all your action cards and move your character to any other yellow room on the ship. So I can basically teleport with a spacesuit. So I'd probably discard the chemicals and keep the spacesuit in my hands.
To
Okay.
get out of situations if you get trapped or something.
Yeah, or if I want to, like, if it ends up where I need to travel across the ship quickly, I can use it as a good teleport. So that spacesuit's actually
For that, does that room have to be discovered for you to teleport there, or
yeah, because
Okay.
otherwise you don't.
Okay.
I guess in sometimes you can explore a room without letting other people know. I would say it's debatable if you could do it then. We'll see if it comes up.
Okay.
In this case, this was a yellow room, so I could theoretically teleport directly adjacent to the other one, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. So the yellow items are mostly utility. They let you fix the ship or do interesting actions like the spacesuit and stuff. The red cards are military. They're almost all weapon related, like ammo, extra guns, grenades, stuff like that. Like this one's an energy charge that lets me reload a gun. This one's a prototype shotgun, so it's a special weapon. And then the green items are usually medical related. They are used for healing or giving yourself some extra actions in the round, stuff like that. Okay.
Okay.
So that's each color. Generally, you can only pick cards from the color of the room you're in. There's a bunch of different colors for the rooms of the 3. Some rooms are white, like there, that one down here. The white rooms, when you search, you can pick from any of the 3 colors. So you would go room to room and you flip over the exploration tokens, doing the effect on the token. And then you're trying to basically explore the ship and get done what you need to get done. And there's a variety of rooms all over the place. So it's probably best to just explain them as we explore them. And I can give you an idea what they do. There's like a room to heal. There's a room to remove parasites if you get infected by an alien. There's a room to start or stop the self-destruct sequence. There's a room that helps you put out fires on the ship, stuff like that. Okay, but there's rooms all over the place. So the way you actually play the game is once you pick your character, and characters will have like a theme. So there's a pilot, a captain, a scientist, a scout, a soldier, and a mechanic. Generally, what they're good at is what you would think they'd be good at based on the character. So, like, the scout is good at sneaking around and scavenging. The soldier's really good at killing things and staying alive. The scientist is really good at doing research to unlock weaknesses for the aliens that help you kill them better. The pilot's good at navigating the ship, and the captain's good at ordering people around. And the mechanic's good at repairing things. So what you do is you get action cards that are related to your character. So in my case, I'm the scientist. I have 10 action cards here. At the beginning of every round, we draw 5 cards into our hand. I'll just flip them up here so everybody can see. And these are your action economy. This is how you play like your turnout. So you can do one of like 4 things with your action cards. You can either use them to perform the action that's on the card. So this demolition card I have right here, I can use it to destroy one closed door in a corridor connected to a room I'm in, or I can place it on a function marker in the room I'm in. Or I can search, like I can use the search card. Everybody has a list of basic actions they can do. It's on their little character card here. You can move, shoot, melee attack, pick up a heavy object, trade, or craft an item for 1 card. And you can carefully move for 2 cards, which I'll explain each thing. But basically, if I want to do any of those, I just throw any card down. Doesn't matter. Obviously, I would want to use, like, I don't think I would use demolition. I'll throw that down, and then I'll do the basic move action. I'll move into a room adjoining that I'm in. The shoot action, you like discard an ammo from your weapon, and you make an attack roll against an enemy. For melee attack, it's the same thing, but melee attacks are very risky. Picking up heavy objects in the room. Trading is like trading items with other people. Crafting and items, there's actually a small crafting system in the game, which is pretty cool. Carefully moving, I'll explain when it comes up. But basically, so you can either use the card's action on the card, or you can spend it to do basic actions. Or if it's a room like the comms room, if I'm in the comms room, I can do the room's action, which is sending the signal, which is
For mine, it's one of my cards says the ship must reach Earth and nest must be destroyed. So I'm guessing each planet has like a nest or something. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Has like a
If you
nest
shoot
or
eggs
something.
down to the point where there's none left, or if you take eggs out of the room down to the point where there's no eggs left in the nest, it's considered destroyed.
And how do we what do we do to take the eggs out? We just
You just pick it up. You use a pickup heavy. Well, you do the room action actually. So the room action in the nest is you pay 2 cards and you pick up an egg, and then you can get out. So that's kind of how that works. The reaching Earth part is like what? So this is something that everybody will probably initiate doing. Is you generally want to assume at the beginning of the game that everybody's objective is to make sure the ship reaches Earth. And there's
Okay.
2 things you have to do to make sure the ship reaches Earth. You need to make sure that the ship is currently headed towards Earth, and you need to make sure that the 3 engines are working. So the game starts with the engines. Each one, there's 3, in one of 2 states: broken or working. Okay. It's random. They could all be working at the beginning of the game. They could all be broken. Doesn't matter. If at the end of the game, when we try to jump to hyperspace, at least 2 of the engines are broken, the ship will explode upon attempting to go to hyperspace. If at
Okay.
least 2 are working, it will not explode. The next check that you do is you go to the coordinates room, and that cockpit, I mean, and the cockpit, we always start the game with the destination set to B. You can check the card if you're in the cockpit room, and you can see. So in this case, B is currently set to go to deep space. C is for Mars, D is for Venus, and Earth is A. So if we wanted to get to Earth, you would have to first check the coordinates and then set the marker to A
Okay.
to go to
Does that
Earth.
take an action?
Yes, so it's the room's actions. The room action for the cockpit, there's 2. You can spend 2 cards to look at the coordinates card to see where you're currently going, and you can spend 2 cards to move the directions of the ship to the proper place. There are some cards. There's a couple objectives that say you have to go to Mars instead of Earth. In which case, you would want to be getting into the cockpit and make sure it goes to Mars. Most people don't want to be going to Mars, so you want to be doing it secretly. The person that checks the coordinates is the only one that gets to check it, and they can tell the truth or lie or say nothing about what actually is the coordinates.
And how do
so if
we
somebody
check it without other people seeing?
Alt Shift will show you the back end of a card.
And we just have to trust everyone that they.
Well, if you want to not play the game and have fun, you can cheat, but we're trying to have fun. So yeah, you wouldn't check the coordinates without doing the action in the room.
I think you see an eye when someone's looking at it. Like
Oh.
Yeah, so people can see when you're checking it. So if that happens, then don't be a dick. I don't know. So that's how you do the coordinates. In the engine room, somebody has to go to the engine room and repair.
By the way, sorry.
Sorry, what'd you say?
How do you know what coordinate is being chosen?
it's on A, B,
So it's
C,
this
D.
card here. It's this
Yeah.
card, Robin.
Yeah.
The game always starts with us heading to
Oh,
destination
I
B.
just needed to know what it's by placing the red die, right?
Yeah, that's how you determine where it goes. So it always starts out with B at the beginning of the game, and somebody goes to check, and then you make sure you're going to the right place.
Okay. And
The
then
coordinates card changes every game, so it's also random. The distribution is random as well.
you can only check it in here.
Yeah, or it's the pilot has a card where they can check it from a different room with a computer, but
Cool.
it'll say on the card. For the engines, if you want to check the engine status, you have to go to the room, and you can spend 2 cards to check the engine status, see if it's broken or working. And then everybody has at least 1 repair card in their deck. There are also items that can repair engines, and you would use that repair card to fix an engine if it were broken. Or if your objective is to make sure the ship is destroyed, it may be in your best interest to sabotage the engines, at which point you would go, break it, and then lie about what you actually did to people. Because people can't see you switch the cards either.
Also, if you
Yeah.
say you don't want to discard the 2 cards to check if the engine's okay, can you just gamble and say I want to repair it without
So
even checking?
I was gonna say that was how I thought it played. I rechecked the rules, and actually, if you ever take an action to repair,
Mhm.
you also get to look at the same time. So if you get a card that says you can repair or break an engine, you get
Yep.
to look at both of the engines,
Mhm.
and then you set it however you want.
Oh,
There's 2 cards basically. So like in here, there's actually 2 cards in the deck.
Oh,
One's
okay.
damage, one's working. How you do it is it's flipped over, so nobody else sees. You would search the deck, like
Mhm.
right click search, and then you just put whichever you want in the back. Apparently, is how it works on Tabletop Simulator.
I do not see
So that when you
search.
like go to any of the engines and right click and then hit search, and it's the
Oh.
card that's in the last position, like the number 2 position is what the actual status of the engine is, and if you're repairing, you can switch the order for it to be working or damaged. Okay, that's the gist of it. Me and Mateo kind of know how to play, and you pick it up really, really fast.
Mhm.
And then I'll kind of just have to explain mechanics as you go. That's really the best way to do it.
Yeah.
You pick it up quick. Just go in expecting to die in the first game. I go in expecting to die every single game because that's probably what it's going to end up with. But it's still fun the whole time because it's very dramatic and you watch everybody.
There's nothing else left to do, right?
Sorry.
When you do die, there's nothing else left to do, right?
So we can play with a variant where the first person that dies gets to play as the aliens. But we'll see how it goes. If somebody dies really early, that's what we'll do.
Wait, do we have like an HP bar or something?
Yeah, so the way that wounds work is if you look at your little character sheet, there's a wounds counter. There's light wounds and serious wounds in this game. So light wounds become serious wounds as you accumulate them. The way death works is some cards will say you die, but most of the way it works is once you take 3 serious wounds, the next wound of any kind, serious or light, kills you. Okay, so that's how you get a good idea of your position. Light wounds don't actually have any mechanical effect to you. You just mark it down on your sheet. So if I suffer 1 light wound, I put it here. If I suffer 2 light wounds, I go here. Once I get a 3rd light wound, it becomes a serious wound and I remove the marker. Serious wounds are usually very bad. So once you take a serious wound, it'll be a card and it will have an effect on the back of it. So in this case, this one's arm. Usually you have 2 arms, right? 2 hand slots to use. So you can carry a weapon and then like something else, maybe another weapon or an item in your hand. If you get this serious wound, you only have 1 hand slot instead of 2. And you put your serious wound here.
Wait, sorry, where's your hand slot? Which one's? Oh, here.
Yeah, these 2 things. So any card that has this little symbol on it, which looks like a hand picking up something, if you pick up a card that is it needs to go in your other hand slot. Okay. If you're picking up bodies or carcasses from aliens to analyze for science, those also need to go in your other hand slot. The wounds vary in severity, but they're all really bad. The way you heal them is you'll have items that can dress wounds, which is you flip it over, you don't suffer the effect, but it still exists, and then you can heal a wound once it's dressed. Okay.
Wait, so you can remove the serious wound card? Like
yes, usually through health items, or there's a room. The emergency room lets you heal wounds, which is over here.
All right.
Cool. Every character also starts with a weapon. They all vary. The soldiers is the best. I would say the scientist is the worst. You get your own action cards, so everybody's hand is a bit different on what they can do. Some people can do things for cheaper. So like the mechanic is really good at repairing stuff, whereas the soldier's really bad at repairing stuff, so it costs them a lot more to repair. And every character has 2 special quest items. These are items that are unique to them, but you have to unlock them throughout the game. So in my case, for the scientist, if I want to get my holo computer, which is a very useful item, I have to activate it in the generator room. So I need to find the generator room before I can actually get the holo computer. And the other one is laboratory equipment. I need to discard an item card named chemicals in order to activate it. Everybody's is different and they all have different effects. Okay. So everybody knows the types of objectives there are. Destroy the nest, discover a weakness. So discovering a weakness, there are 3 types of weaknesses that the aliens have. They're random at the beginning of the game. They make it a lot easier to kill aliens. Aliens are very difficult to kill otherwise. You do that by getting to the laboratory room, which is over here, with either a character's corpse, there's always one at the beginning of the game that starts, an intruder's carcass, or an egg. If you bring them to the laboratory room, you can do the room action, and then you unlock an intruder weakness. And they have it'll basically reveal an effect that now the aliens are subject to. So the way of moving, aliens can no longer crash through doors, so you can trap them in rooms by closing doors on them. Or another one might be this one, which is vital places, so now you're more likely to hit them when you make an attack roll. Cool. I think
Yeah.
that's about all we need to do. So I'm gonna load it up again. We'll set it up, and then don't tell anybody your objectives. If you're still confused on anything, give me some vague indication, and I'll try and help you. But yeah, so let's just do our best here. Don't hit begin game yet.
Yeah.
So the way we do characters is everybody put down your player number on your character
Oh,
sheet
still number 1. Number 1.
so that we can see the order. And basically, it's a draft. So there's 6 characters. There's a deck of 6 character cards. And Mateo is going to go first because he's player 1. He's going to shuffle this little thing, and he's going to draw the top 2, and those are his choices for characters this round, or this
Okay.
game. Okay, I got the drafts set up, so draw the top 2, let us all see.
Oh, quick thing, I might have missed this.
Yeah, what's up?
For the 2 objectives, one's personal, one's corporate. We only need to do one.
So yeah, so here's how it works. You get 2 as a choice at the start to give you more variety. As soon as we see the first alien on the ship, you have to discard one of your objectives and start only going for one of them. Okay?
Okay.
Generally, it's variable, but give this many players, we'll probably see our first alien within the first round.
So wait, so personal objective has an or. You choose one, and then the corporate objective is what?
It's just
like,
flavor. The personal / corporate is just flavor, and you get one of each at the beginning. Some of them have ors, some of them don't have ors.
yeah. So you can
Um,
choose what if it's the so you can choose either of the card, and if you choose the card with the or, you choose one of the conditions on that card.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
I'm going to be scientist.
Okay. So Mateo drew the captain or the scientist, and he's picking the scientist. So the scientist now out. Put the captain back in, and
Shuffle,
we're going
I
to
guess.
shuffle, and I will draw 2. You want to probably pick a character that is most suited to your objective. So I'm going to take a look at my objectives, but my choices are between scout and captain. Let me just take a look at my objectives for a second.
What's a nest, by the way?
What's a what? A
What's
NAF?
a nest?
Where's the nest? The nest is a room on the board.
Oh,
The,
the
roo-
egg.
the room, it starts with 5 eggs on it. In order to destroy the nest, you have to destroy all the eggs in the room or remove the eggs from the room.
James,
No.
it says that I don't have permission to peek.
I don't know what peeking even means.
Like
Uh,
doing Alt Shift on a card.
On any card?
Oh, it's probably because the game hasn't started yet.
no,
Yeah.
no. You should still be able to. Or let me see. What should? I'm able to flip my character card.
You can't flip any of your cards?
No, to peek Alt Shift.
On what? It depends on the card you're
cards.
looking at. You can't look at other players' hands.
Check out.
Yeah,
Click.
but I'm
Hover
looking,
over your
well, I'm
player
looking
card.
at my objective card. I can't do that. I can't do it for any card.
Okay, yeah, it might
Weird,
be as rogues.
okay.
because I
I
don't have
will-
permission.
I'll promote you, and that should fix it.
Give me a sec.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
go get water. Be right back.
I feel like it's an option in. Hold on.
Okay, well, I just
Oh.
promoted you, so see if
Alright,
it works now.
Okay.
Did it
Peeking.
fix?
There we go. I'll no. I'm just letting other people peek under objects, so now other people can peek. It's weird though, because Connor should have complained about that if it didn't work for him. He might have just turned off the option. Did you turn
Can
off
you-
every option? Is that?
Nope. Can you
No.
see your cards?
I can. Whatever. It's fine. Just
Can you peek under your own cards?
yes, I can. I can peek under my own cards.
Excellent.
Except it's a rule that you have to change in the permissions of the game.
Okay, I don't know how to
why
do
it's
that.
working.
So.
Well, I just did. I just changed it. So there you go.
Excellent. So you're good. So I'm gonna read my objectives now, so I can pick my character.
Yo, can you explain? Okay, when I do my role, can you explain what the two
Choices you get are yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, same here
Hmm.
for me. I will need it.
What are my
Oh.
choices? Scout or captain? I'm gonna pick. Fuck, it's a tough one.
Oh, while you pick, just explain what they do, so you don't have to.
So the
play everyone.
captains, so everybody has their own like kind of deck of cards that makes them better at things. So the scientist is actually really good. Like if you get an objective that says that you need to make like obtruder weaknesses,
Mhm.
the scientist is pretty good at that. The captain actually has a couple cards that can directly affect other players. That's the one other rule of the game that's so important, I forgot. You cannot directly harm each other. In the game's lore, everybody has like a biochip implanted in their brains because we're all part of a crew on a ship and the corporation wants to protect their assets. They've made it explicitly impossible to commit direct atrocities against each other. So I cannot shoot you with a gun. So if your objective is to make sure someone dies, you need to get creative. That is trapping them in a room with an alien or with fire or setting the ship to explode and leaving without them. You cannot take direct, like, harmful action against them with a weapon. The bypass around that is if an ally is in the room with an alien, you can throw like a grenade into the room because there's an alien there and they can take damage. Okay? But you can't shoot. So the captain is good at he has 2 special cards. He can motivate people, which lets them draw extra action cards, and he can also order people around, which means he can force people to move into rooms without their permission. The scout is really good at moving around the ship quietly. They have a card that lets them move without making noise. They also have a card that lets them scavenge rooms that don't even have items in them. So she's good at getting item cards and she's good at moving around pretty stealthily. Otherwise, she's just an all-around pretty good character, but isn't hyper specialized for any objective. The captain is pretty good for objectives where you need to like get something done, or maybe would like to control other players' characters for an ulterior motive. So knowing that, I'm going to pick captain.
That seems like a advanced player card.
Yeah, the captain's a bit more of an advanced one. Now we're going to shuffle again. And who's player 3?
Me.
Okay, so Jeremy, you're going to draw top 2. So the pilots, they're both. So these guys are both okay. Their biggest weakness is that their starting weapon isn't very good. They each have a shotgun, and while the shotgun does a lot of damage, it only has 2 ammo. The mechanic is very good at repairing things on the ship. So he can fix the engines or break the engines very easily. He can fix rooms that are malfunctioning very easily, and he can even put out fires with his cards. So he's very good at keeping the ship in working order, or if your objective should dictate it, destroying the ship. The pilot is very good at navigating. She can navigate very quickly. So if you have an objective that needs you to make sure that you reach a location, the pilot's a good one for that. The pilot is also extremely efficient with using room actions. She has several cards that lets her use room actions for only 1 card instead of 2, which means that she can, she's just a very efficient character to play.
All right, I guess I'll just try the pilot.
Okay, I'll just keep it on the side. We'll put mechanic back in, shuffle it, and who's player 4? Anaf. Anaf is player 4. So draw 2.
Did you
Flip
shuffle?
both? Yeah, I shuffled them a whole bunch.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
once again, Scout is pretty decent all around. She's got a decent weapon. She moves quietly, and she can scavenge for items. The soldier is just an indomitable tank. He's absolute shit at everything but murdering aliens. He has the best starting gun in the game, and he has a lot of cards that can keep him from getting wounded severely or getting surprise attacked by the aliens. So if you want a character that's the most survivable, the soldier's probably slightly better. If you have an objective that's like destroying the nest or something like that, the soldier's really good. The scout's otherwise just a pretty good choice in general.
Yeah, I'll probably go with Scout.
Okay, scout, and then Robin's last. There's only 2 characters left.
Yeah, I'll play soldier.
Don't even need to shovel. There's soldier and mechanic.
I'll take soldier. Easier.
Nice. Soldier's pretty good. It's probably the most survivable one.
Robin,
If
I
you-
think you
if you
just
find
press
smart.
you just press soldier, Robin. I think.
Yeah. So now go to your character sheet and just press on the one that you picked.
Mm-hmm.
It should auto give you everything you need.
And press confirm right after.
And press confirm.
So you
Everybody's confirmed.
Confirmed.
Okay, I'm going to begin the game. So Mateo is player number 1, so he'll show you how the kind of round works. Everybody starts. What I like to do now is I like to flip my objectives over in my hand and then place them down on my board just to get them out of my draw pile. So they're there on my character sheet. And then everybody's going to draw up to 5 cards from their action deck, which is on the left. The best way to do is to right-click on it and click draw 5 times.
What do you,
Okay,
which one's draw again?
so right-click on your action cards, which are over. Wait, which one are you, Robin? This one? Yeah, there you go. You got it. Take a look at that. take a look at the cards you have while Mateo does his turn. To keep the pace going strong, everybody does 2 actions and then passes to the next person. Technically, it's supposed to be in like clockwise order, so I guess the next person after Mateo will be Jeremy.
No,
Oh,
it's
really?
you.
No, we do it.
Sugar
It's clockwise. It's not like it's just the first one, and this is kind of how
Oh,
we set it up. So
Interesting.
it will
Okay.
be Jeremy, and then I'll actually be last this round. But at the end of every round, we move this little token, and Jeremy would be going first next round. Okay. So Mateo's going to perform 2 actions, and then it's going to pass over to Jeremy, and then it'll eventually get back to Mateo, and he'll take 2 more actions until we all run out of cards or choose
Okay.
to pass.
All right then. So where do so I'm going to head I'm gonna head down. Which one's mine? Let's see. Which one's the scientist? Is this one the
That one.
scientist?
Yeah. You're in a wheelchair.
Funny. Okay. And then yeah, so I'm gonna spend an action to move.
So he's going to
And-
spend any card from his hand, place it down on the right side of his character pile, and he's moved. He
And it's
found
a
the
fucking
room covered in slime. So the exploration token showed 2 items and a malfunction. However, the room covered in slime never has any items in it, nor does it ever malfunction. So it's just a shitty room covered
Yeah,
in
it
slime.
doesn't have
And
any
as
item.
soon as you move into the room covered in slime, you get slime. So Mateo is now slime.
Now slimed.
So when you're slimed, which is the next part of it, so you're gonna make so every time you move into a room that doesn't have someone already in it, you have to roll for noise. I'm gonna copy these dice and give one to each set of people. So now Mateo has to roll for noise because he's moved into a room and he rolled a 1.
So it's not noisy?
No, so you'll see on the room, there's 4 corridors leading from this room, right? They all have a number on them. You roll for noise and you place a noise marker on the corridor that you rolled. So in this case, you rolled a 1, it goes here. There are there's a 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the die. There's also a X on the die. That means you're silent, you made no noise, and there's a danger symbol, which is like a scratch mark, which means you place noise on every single corridor. When you're slimed, the silence one becomes the danger one. So you're twice as likely to make dangerous, and you can never be silent when you're slimed. There are ways to get rid of the slime token, though.
So I'm gonna move into another room again.
Sure.
I'm gonna use my rest.
So he's using another card to move again. Which room are you moving in? There's 3 connected here.
Well, I'm definitely not gonna move into this one because I'm slimed, right? So
yeah.
This one.
Okay, so you're moving to the next one. We flip it over. This is the monitoring room, and it's an X. So in this case, he actually doesn't have to roll for noise in this room. And there's 1 item in the room.
So wait, can you repeat again what happens when you're slimed? Forget.
When you're slimed and you roll your noise die and it comes up as an X, normally, if you're not slimed, it means you make no noise at all. It's very good. In your case, it's effectively like rolling the danger sign, which is where you put noise on everything. And if there's an alien in a room adjacent to the room you're in, it follows you into the room.
Okay.
So being slimed makes you more likely to generate noise and to get caught.
All right.
So
since I'm in the monitoring room, I can't really do anything else, can I?
Well, the monitoring, you can't now because you've done 2 actions, but I'll explain what the monitoring room does. The monitoring room lets you spend 2 actions, 2 cards, to secretly look at any one unexplored room tile, and it's an exploration token on the board. After looking at them, you place them back down, and you don't have to tell the truth about what it was. So when you're in that room, you can basically explore any part of the ship secretly. It also has a computer in the room, so if you have a card that mentions a computer being in the room, the monitor room has a computer in it. Okay, so Mateo's done his 2 actions, and now we'll go to Jeremy.
Wait, at the end of our turn, do we keep the cards in our hand, or do we discard them all and draw 5 again?
You can choose.
So
you can only ever draw up to 5 cards each round. So if there's a card that isn't relevant to you this turn, but you want to hold on to it because you think it'll be good next turn, you can keep it in your hand.
What if you think it's just like good in the long term?
You'll always reshuffle them so that you have 10 cards total. Whenever it calls to draw up to 5 and you have no cards left in your draw pile, you just shuffle the discard and back on.
Okay, so my thing as the pilot, is to basically try and direct the ship, right?
That's what you're best at. You're most efficient at it for sure.
So to direct the ship, I need the engines to be working and the coordinates to be right? Is that the only thing?
Yeah. So the pilot is best at focusing on the cockpit. You don't have too much control over the engines. Anybody can do that just as efficiently as you, but you can make sure that the coordinates are going to the right place better than anybody else. So
Okay.
your goal right now should probably be to start heading to the coordinates room
Yeah.
and making sure that it's set to the right location.
So it wouldn't make sense for me to go to the slime room, right? So I should just go to like this room.
No, you'll immediately get slimed by going in there, so you'll want to go somewhere else. So this room makes a logical sense
Yeah,
going
you
into
should
this.
you should
unexplored
actually
room.
go up there. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Here.
Okay, so I'll
So-
spend a
you'll-
card.
Yeah, and you just put it here. You
Wait,
put it on.
how come I can't press tab? Like I can't ding my thing.
You can't tab.
Yeah, I can't tab.
You might have clicked a button that messes it up. I'm not really sure.
Okay, whatever. So which
Okay.
token is mine?
You're the green sort of one right here.
This
Yeah.
one?
Yeah. So moving into the room, you've spent your card. We're gonna flip both tokens open. So it's an exploration token. So this is the hatch control system. This is a special room that allows you to lock or unlock escape pods. The problem is it has 3 items in it, which is good, and we denote that by it's already on it. It is malfunctioning. So that malfunction token means that the room you can't take the room action. You can still search in the room, but you can't do anything with the hatch control system itself.
So
I'm gonna throw this
search.
token away.
Search. Do I need a search action card or can I?
No, you need a search action card. Do you have one in your hand?
No, I don't.
Okay, there are 2 cards in everybody's deck that has search, so you'll just have 2 next round.
Okay, so so there's only 10 cards in total.
Yeah, in each person's hand.
Okay, so
I would continue to go though.
So you do have to
Actually,
roll
not
for
there, not
noise.
there, over here.
He does still have to roll for noise. So you've entered a room with nobody else in it. You're going to roll that D10 in front of you.
this one.
Yeah, you're going to give it a nice roll. And the roll is a 3. So we go ahead and put a noise token down on a corridor connecting to that. That is 3. So there. If you ever roll and put noise down and there's already noise in the corridor, that's how you spawn an alien. Okay?
Okay.
So once the room has a lot of noise on it, that means it's primed for that means an alien's likely to spawn in that room. Okay?
Okay.
So you don't have a search card.
Is it worth me getting rid of the malfunction because I have a repair card?
Yeah. So the benefit of staying in that room is when people move there with you, if you're already in the room, they don't have to make noise. So if a NAF who will be next chooses to go with you into that room, he won't have to make noise in that room because you're already there. So it's efficient to move together because you're less likely to spawn an alien.
Okay. But wait, but then if I repair it, then like I just let a NAF scavenge the items. No. Actually, no, never mind. Here, I'll just repair it.
It's semi-cooperative, right? And you're kind of working together. So your repair card has a 1 on it, which means you have to spend 1 additional card to actually do the effect. Whereas the computer skills one had 0, this is 1. So if you want to do the repair function, you're gonna have to throw 1 more card from your hand down. Yeah, interruption's a fine one to kind of waste at this point. So you played your 2 cards, and we're gonna do the effect on the card. You can discard a malfunction marker in the room you are in.
So
periodically getting rid of malfunctions and fires is good. There's 8 of each token. If you're ever instructed to put on another token and there's none left, the ship explodes, breaking down due to an integrity loss. So it's always good to try and clear up malfunctions and fires whenever you can.
Sure.
There. So you've taken 2 actions now. You moved and you repaired. So now it goes to a NAF. And a NAF, you're going to have your own objectives, but generally, at the start of the game, we sort of split up into 2 groups. A couple people head to the cockpit, and a couple people head to the engines.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna head towards the engine. What?
Okay.
And why is there a character corpse here?
The 6th person
Someone
and this
should bring that
mechanic
character
is dead.
corpse. Well, someone should bring that character corpse with me. So.
But we don't know where the lab is.
Okay.
So we can use that character's dead body in the laboratory room to analyze it for science and discover a weakness. The problem is we don't know where the laboratory is.
Okay.
So we need to find it before there's any point in bringing it with us. So we might as well just leave it here. Unless we get lucky and find it, somebody else can pick it up.
Okay, so which one is the scout?
I think
Scout-
it's this one.
Purple? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
I'm
got
gonna
2
go here.
options. Yeah. So you're going to spend 1 card from your hand.
Let's see. No, not the right.
Did you spend a card?
Yeah, I'm checking. Yeah, this one.
And you place it right on the right of your character sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. So you spent a search
Yeah,
card.
you
Are you
should
sure you want
be
to spend a
able to get it.
search card? Because you can use that to search for items.
Wait. So, should I have kept that?
Yeah, maybe replace it with a different one because there's going to be items in this room that you can search for, and items are very good.
Okay, then I could pick my. Then I could just select which item I want, I guess, or what?
Yeah, so the only way you can search is by using those search cards, right? So generally, because there's nothing stopping us from searching at the beginning of the game, it's a good time to get as many search actions down. So I would play like a different card from that. Do you have like an interruption card in your hand or something that seems like it won't be as useful?
Let's see.
He discovered the airlock control room, but it is malfunctioning and has 2 items in it. The airlock control room allows you to basically depressurize another yellow room on the ship. You close all the doors around it, and at the end of the round, if anything is in it, including aliens or characters, they die due to depressurization. But right now, there's no other yellow room, so
But it
it's
starts an
useless at the
emergency,
moment.
right?
What?
Yeah.
Starts an emergency countdown.
No, this is airlock procedure. It's different. That you're thinking of the generator room. It's a different one.
Okay, so
there
I'll
we go.
put demolition.
Demolition's a good card to waste right now. It's not going to be relevant for a little bit. So you've entered the room. You now have to roll for noise because you're the first person in the room. There's nobody else there.
Okay.
So take your little 10-sided die there and give it a roll. It's a pretty weak roll, but I'll take it. 4. So we put a noise token on corridor 4. And now you have one more action before we go over to Robin. I recommend you search the room.
Yeah,
just to
I'm
get an
probably
item.
going to do that. Play that. And
yeah, once again, put it on the right side of your character sheet. There we go. So you do the action, so that reduces the number of items in the room by 1. So there's 1 item left after this, and you're going to draw 2 yellow cards into your hand. We don't get to see them. I would right-click draw twice. Pick 1 and discard the other. The discard pile is right beside it. Okay, while Anat picks a card, Robin, you can go.
can I play another card? Or
No, so 2 actions, then it goes to the next person. Once it comes back to you, you'll be able to play more cards.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna flip this room.
Which room? The last one? Okay, so you're gonna move. So you have to spend a card to move.
Yeah.
Shower. Oh, what is this? Oh, closed door.
Wait.
I spent a card. Where I did this card, right?
So next time at NAF, put the discarded item on the discard item pile, which is right by the side of it, instead of putting it back in and shuffling.
Okay. Should I search and find that file?
No, it's
or
fine. It's
card.
fine.
Wait,
it's not super relevant.
It was at 3.
Okay.
Where does the closed door end up?
Well, Robin hasn't even played a card yet, so let's have him do that first.
Down.
Take any of your cards and place it down right beside your character. Right here. Right here.
Okay.
Any of the cards in your hand. No, bad. Here, Robin. Here, where I'm tabbing. There you go, and it'll snap into place. There we go. Rest card is a good card to use to move because it's useless right now. So what was the event? It's the shower room.
Closed door 3.
Okay, so there were 3 items in the room, but the event is the door closes behind you.
That's shitty.
Yep. No backtracking. There are cards that can destroy doors or open them.
I can destroy, but it's not worth it right now.
Yeah, well, you can use doors strategically as well.
Yeah.
So in this case, unless I want to really try to get in there, you basically have a whole room to yourself to loot. The shower room.
Action to search.
Yeah, the shower room special respect is you can use it to remove slime from your character. You're going to use the search card next. So before you do that, you do have to roll for noise. So roll that die really quick.
Wait, that's
because you entered.
this,
Yeah,
right?
the D10. This is because you entered a room with nobody else in it. It's a 3. So we take a 3, we put it here, and now you can use your search card.
So I don't go there, right?
No, it just primes it. Like that's how we generate monsters. Is if you roll the same die and there's already a noise there, that's how you get one.
Okay, cool.
So you're searching. So we're going to reduce the room to just 2 items, and then you're going to. That's a special room. You can pick any of the 3 card types. You draw 2, and then you're going to discard 1 and keep the other.
But right
so-
now I have a weapon, assault rifle.
Maybe you
That's
want
the
a
red
utility
card,
card.
I'll get- Yeah.
So
I'll get a heal card.
okay, a heal card as well. So draw 2. No, not the whole pile. No, you're taking the whole pile with you. Right click on the pile and hit the draw button
And then return 1.
and return 1 to the discard pile over here.
Wait, what? What happened to the other one? Shouldn't there be one?
No,
I put it back in and shuffled it.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. He knows for next time.
Yo, why does it look so small? The draw card.
They're tiny in real life. And what you can do if you want to like not bog your hand with them, you can put them down like on your character sheet.
What is the difference between dress and heal?
So if you get a serious wound, in order to be able to heal it, you first have to dress it. The dressing removes the negative effect, but it stays, and then you heal to get rid of it.
So you need 2 cards, 2 like heal cards to actually heal.
Yep.
Okay. All right. That's
Dressing it does remove part of the harmful effect, though. So it's
that's all I can do.
Yes. You moved and searched.
Yep.
No longer an option for me to go into the shower room because the door is closed. Let me take a look at my cards really quick.
Wait, does it make sense for you to come to me so we make no noise?
Yeah, or I could move to a Naf's character. I would also make no noise by going there.
Wait, but there's noise in the corridor.
There's noise in a corridor by you as well.
No, but there's none in number 2.
The only effects that the corridors have is if I move into a room and have to roll for noise, and it ends up being on a corridor that already has noise, I trigger it. So that 4 being there doesn't actually mean anything because if you move into a room with another character, you don't make noise. So I could move into either, and I wouldn't make any noise. Let me take a look at my objectives again, actually. Yeah, I'll come with you. So I'm gonna spend a card. I'm gonna spend my rest card just to move in.
His objective is to kill me.
My objective is to kill Jeremy. That's what it is. And I'm gonna move over here. And then I'm gonna use my search card to search the room. I twist this down 1. There's only 2 items left. And my gun's got a lot of ammo, but it doesn't really pack a lot of punch. So I'm gonna draw military. I'm gonna draw 2 cards from the red pile. I'm gonna look at them really quick. Damn. Oh, damn. That's a tough one. Okay, I'm gonna discard this card, and I'm going to now have equipped a prototype shotgun. When I shoot this, I always deal at least 1 injury, except on a blank. And if I roll some of the better hits, I deal a lot of damage. Whenever you grab a new weapon from a pile, it starts with 1 ammo. So that was my turn. I moved, and I got a prototype shotgun for the room. And now it will go to Mateo.
Wait, it's me, right?
Great.
No, Mateo's next.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use my search action. And yeah. So then I'm going to. Oh,
What are you doing with that card, buddy?
yeah,
Put it
sorry. It should be right here. Okay.
Okay.
And yeah. So I'm going.
There's
to search
no
the room.
longer any items left in this room, and
Yep.
you're drawing from the military pile because that's the color of the room.
Military. Okay. Fuck. These are kind of bad. I guess I'm going to use this one. Grenade is in the discard. I will keep item here. And I will also move into the next room. And I'll use up. Actually, not even. I'm going to use an intranet. Wait, but intranet would require 2 actions,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, because it's got a 1 on it.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll
But
combine.
there's no other room you can use it on.
What do you mean? There's no other room I can use it on?
Read the intranet card.
What? Are you sure?
Use in a room with a computer.
Yep.
You can use the room action of any other room with a computer. But you're in the
Any
only
working
currently
room with a
discovered room.
computer.
It's a really
Oh.
powerful one once there's more rooms discovered. Right
Oh.
now, it's kind of useless.
Well, if it says any working room with a computer, then why can't I just use the same room?
But you have to spend 2 cards anyways, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, sure.
Okay. I mean, you can spend it for that, but it doesn't do what you thought it was doing.
Okay, sure. I get what you're saying.
So you're
Then
spending
I
2
guess-
cards to do the room action.
I guess I'll use up my search to go to the next room.
Sure. Okay, so you're moving instead.
Yep.
Okay. Well, wait. Why would you hold on to the internet one?
I don't know, because I could use it later.
Okay, but you could have moved with the internet card and then searched this room.
No, I had already done a search this round, didn't I?
Yeah, you
If you had
did.
2 search cards. Did you have 2 search cards in your hand?
I did. Hold on.
Yeah, so then you could search twice. You just can't search in the monitoring room because there's no items left.
But that's 3 actions. Search.
Dude, it's just gonna go back to
Okay,
you
fine. Okay.
once everyone's done. Your
All
your
right.
round isn't over. Your turn's just done for now.
All right.
So the evacuation section B has 2 items in it, and it is malfunctioning. Roll for noise. That goes up there. Yeah. Roll for noise. Danger. So when you roll that, first off, you would check and see if there's any aliens on the board that can get to him within 1 space. There isn't, so he just puts noise on every corridor connected to the room. Which in this case is
really
true.
isn't that many.
Yeah, but it means that it's still dangerous. So the evacuation section B controls how you can get into these 2 escape pods down here, the 2 B escape pods.
Okay, no, that's it. Then.
So this is a way to escape. Sorry, I forgot to explain the actual how you get survive. So there are 2 ways to survive. You can either get into an escape pod and shoot off the ship, or you can get back into the hibernation chamber and cryo sleep. The issue with that is the hibernation chamber only unlocks after you get to the 8th round down here. Until then, it remains locked, so we can't enter it again. The escape pods remain locked until controlled by the hatch, or as soon as one of us dies, all of the escape pods become unlocked.
Oh, by the way, you didn't even tell us about careful movement. Careful movement.
Hasn't really come up yet. You can
but-
spend 2 cards to
yeah.
carefully move. Instead of rolling for noise, you
Yeah.
choose where the noise goes down. So you can place it down in a corridor in order to not trigger.
Yeah.
So eliminates the risk aspect of rolling the move die. Okay.
Wait,
so
sorry.
you search. Yeah, what's up?
Wait, if you roll the corridor with the noise, an alien spawns, right?
Yes.
But do they attack you or they just spawn?
So they have a chance to attack you when they spawn. On the back of the token that they spawn with, it'll say warning and then a number, usually between 1 and 4. If you have enough cards in your hand that equals or succeeds the number, it doesn't get a surprise attack on you. Otherwise, it does. So ending your turn with a few extra cards in your hand means you're less likely to get surprise attacked. But then it's also a risk because you're not doing as much on your turn.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Mateo, you're done because you searched and moved. It goes to Mr. Jeremy.
Wait, so do I get to draw more cards? Because I only have 2 cards right now.
No, so once we all run out of cards or all choose to pass our turns, we do a whole event phase and then we draw our new cards.
Oh, what the fuck? So I can't even search right now then, right?
Do you have a search card?
No, I don't.
Yeah, no, then you can't. So might as well keep exploring.
Wait, I shouldn't have used my malfunction then. Like my okay, whatever. I know for next time. Okay, so I'll use 1 card.
To move?
So instead of moving, can I just use this knowledge of the ship card and
Yeah.
look at the next room?
Yeah, that's a really good card. It's only the pilot has that, so play it, and we'll read the effect. Knowledge of the ship. You can either open or close 1 door in a corridor connected to the room you're in, or look at any 1 unexplored room tile, but you don't get to look at the exploration. So if you want, you can check any of the rooms, any on the ship. It's up to you, but you only pick 1. So be strategic, and then what you'll do is you'll alt shift on the hexagon, like the big hexagon, but you don't get to look at the token.
All right, I'm gonna look at the one above me with the noise.
Okay. So alt shift, and then you can choose to tell people if you want what it is, or
Okay.
you can keep it hidden like a secret. Depends on
It's the
if
lab.
you feel it's useful for people or not.
Wait,
So,
I mean, okay, sure, that's the emergency room above
okay,
me.
so if you're not lying, you could also lie. The emergency room is where people can heal. So if we suffer injuries, apparently heading here will be able to heal.
Yeah.
It's one of the ways to heal. Cards are another way to heal. Like item cards from the medical pouch are also a good way to heal. Okay, so used knowledge of the ship, and then you have one more card. Are you gonna use it?
Okay, so wait, my last card is like piloting, right? But then like I need to, in order to use that, I need to like get to the cockpit. But then
Yep.
I can't get there without using the card. So what is this?
So what you can do is you can pass. You basically end your turn for the rest of the round, and you can hold on to that card. So it'll stay in your hand for the next round. And then when you draw up to 5, you'll have enough cards to make it to the room and still do the piloting check with that card. So in this case, this would probably be a good time for you to end your.
That would be 2 turns later though, right? It'd be 1 move, 2 moves, and then the next turn after that I would be able to use it.
Yeah, but like it's not too like it's the rounds that matter. The
Okay,
rounds,
sure.
like at the end of the round, things spawn, shit goes fucking haywire and crazy. While we're all playing our turns, it's not as much of a race unless we're actively like in a competition with somebody else. But right now we're both cooperating.
Sure. All right,
Sure.
I'll just end then.
Okay, so you pass. What you do is you flip over your player card to the pass side, and then we know you're done for the round. So you can no longer play any cards for the rest of the round, and we go on to the next people. We'll probably be done within another turn
Okay.
order or two. So an app.
My turn.
Yes.
Okay, so I will move up to
You have 2 choices.
this room here.
Okay. So you're gonna spend any card.
Yeah. For this card, can I use it to move to somewhere without discarding a card?
No. So what you do is you do the effect. So move to any neighboring room without making a noise roll. So you would move here, and you wouldn't have to roll for noise.
And would I have to discard another card?
Yes, because it has a 1 on it. So you're basically using 2 cards so that you don't have to place any noise down rather than using 1 card to move but make noise. So it's a trade-off.
Okay, I'll just discard it. And
So you'll just
noise.
discard it for a normal move? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to flip over the tokens. It's a malfunctioning room with 2 items, and it is on the other evacuation section. So this is how you get into the first 2 escape pods. We're going to turn it to 2, but it's also malfunctioning.
Okay.
And that's where you are, and now you're going to roll for 1.
3.
3.
Okay, back here.
There we go. So you'll see some corridors have multiple numbers on them. So now if anybody rolls a 4 or a 3 in either of these rooms, they'll spawn a monster. Cool. So you've moved. What's your next action?
And if I want to fix the malfunctioning thing,
Perdón, ¿qué dijiste?
There is a everybody has a repair card in their action deck. You might not have drawn it. But you could do that, or some items from the utilities pile allow you to repair rooms.
Okay, I will play this to repair.
So the problem with this one, so you're actually really bad at making repairs as a scout. This would cost you another 2 cards to play to successfully repair.
If I don't have the cards, no.
Yeah, so you can actually do the repair this round. If you want to hold on to it so that you can repair next round, keep it in your hand and play the other one, and then end your turn, like end your like pass. But yeah, it is unfortunately like you're one of the like you and the soldier are really bad at repairing. The pilot is probably the best right now.
If it's malfunctioning, I cannot. What can I not do?
You just can't take the room's action, which is enter an evacuation, like an escape. They're all locked right now anyways, so you can't do it anyways. You can still search the room.
Okay.
The bigger risk is that once we run out of malfunction tokens, there's 5 left right now. If we call to place down 1 more and we don't have any more, the ship will explode.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll
There's
just
currently
search.
3 malfunctioning.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Since it's white, I get to pick.
yep. So we're going to twist it down 1, so there's only 1 item left in there, and then yeah, you get to pick. You still have to take 2 from the same pile, but you can pick which pile you take from.
As a scout, which one is usually more beneficial?
It's tough, right? If you take medical, then you're preparing for inevitable injuries in the future. The utilities might be a good way to get around the fact that you're not very good at repairing stuff. The military is just going to make you better in combat. Your gun is nothing special. It's just got a good amount of ammo. The rifle.
Yep.
So if you want to pack a bit more firepower, you could grab more military cards. It's tough to say, really.
Yeah, I'll just get
also,
2 regular
on people's cards, on the item cards, there is sometimes a symbol in the top left that's in blue. That's the crafting components. You can combine 2 cards if they have the right crafting components to make either a taser, a Molotov cocktail, an antidote, or a flamethrower. All of the recipes are on your relevant character card. And you can read the effects over here, which each one does. The antidote keeps you from getting basically infected. The cocktail is it's a grenade. The flamethrower is a flamethrower, and the taser basically forces aliens to run away from you. So you tase them. They're good, but they're expensive because it takes 2 cards. So you've searched, and then you discarded the other card, right?
Yeah. And if
Nice.
this card doesn't have the handle, like if say this card had a handle on it, would I
You would
be
have
able
to
to?
drop either your gun or the fire extinguisher.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, you can carry an unlimited amount of items
Oh, okay.
if they don't have a hand slot.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry
Done
about
my
it.
turn.
So you moved and searched, so it goes to Robin. You're moving. Spend 1 card to move.
Yeah. Okay. When do we get to redraw cards, by the way?
At the end of the next round, at the beginning of the next round, there's an event phase that we go through, and then
So every 2 player rounds, there's 1 event round.
roughly, theoretically, we could have more than 2 player rounds depending on how people play their cards.
Also, why shouldn't we be tracking which round it is?
It's
No,
still
we
round
start at
1.
15 and it counts down.
Oh, and we're still
It's
on
still
15.
the first round. Yeah, we're still on the very first round.
I think the round, basically what you're saying is the round only switches when everyone flips their card to the pass, right?
Yeah, once everybody's passed, which is either they've exhausted all the cards in their hand or they voluntarily passed because they want to hold on to cards or end their turn. Okay. So Robin, are you still moving?
Yep.
Okay, so you're throwing your demolition card down. We're going to explore. It's the fire control system room. That's awesome. And it is danger 3. So we're going to set the items to 3. And danger means that you don't have to roll for noise. This room automatically made a ton of noise when you walked in, and we primed the entire room. So we put noise tokens in every single corridor connected to it.
So the next time so if Robin stays in there and someone moves in, there's no
There's
noise.
a
But
80% chance that it will cause an encounter, because technically if you roll danger again, it won't do anything, and if you roll silence, it won't do anything.
no, I'm
There's a
saying
20%
if Robin stays in there and I move in, say I was right behind him and I move in there while Robin's there is no noise. But if
you wouldn't
Robin
make noise
moves,
because he's already there. Yeah.
yeah. So if Robin moves out and then I move in, then most likely there would be a monster or whatever invader.
Yeah. So and then so one other relevant thing is at the end of the round, sometimes there's an event that forces us to make another noise roll out of turn. So if you were in a room that had this much noise on it and you're forced to make a noise roll, you're almost guaranteed to spawn an alien. So just keep that in mind. Ending your turns in rooms with lots of noise is still dangerous, but not guaranteed to be dangerous.
And how do we know it's going to be that round where we?
It's totally random.
Like, what gives us the signal?
I'll show you as soon as the end of this round. I'll show you the entire event phase.
Okay, so I'm gonna take another card to move to the next.
Okay, you don't want to search the room?
Well, if I'm here, I might as well, right?
Yeah. I find it's never a bad move to search, because you can next round you won't have any of those search cards, right? Because they'll be in your discard for the round. So it's good to actually use them to search.
Search and the yellow, which is 2 item cards.
Yeah, 2 item cards from the yellow side, and then just card 1.
Components.
Yeah, so in the top left of some of those cards, there'll be, so here if we, let me go through the discard pile. No, of course, none of them had it. Some cards have a little symbol in the top left. It'll either look like fire, electricity, a tool, or like paper. Those are the crafting components for different things that you can craft in the game.
I don't have a flamethrower, so I'm gonna throw that one out.
But do you see that has a flame on top? So you could use that card plus another card to craft a flamethrower if you wanted. But you don't have the other. So don't plan
So
for that.
if I have two things that have little fire symbols, I would have been able to craft it.
No, so look at your board right here.
Yeah.
So fire symbol plus medical symbol makes antidote. Fire symbol plus flame plus tool makes flamethrower. Fire symbol paper makes Molotov cocktail.
Okay, cool.
Cool. So if you usually you only do it once you have a bunch of item cards, but
Fire
if you have
symbol
the chance,
plus what tool? Okay.
makes flamethrower. And then the flamethrower's effect is up here. You can read it. It's a pretty good weapon, but it's also dangerous. It can light the entire ship on fire too.
Well,
Okay, so you moved and searched. It goes to my turn. Okay, my cards are kind of useless. We're in the hatch control system. You said there was the emergency room, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, go the other way so then I can go there and get to the cockpit for us.
that sounds a little sus. You're gonna send us to Earth, right?
Yeah, of course, buddy. That's my mission.
Oh,
You should
yeah.
trust me more, by the way. I don't really have anything to gain from.
Well, unless you have an objective to send us to Mars or some shit.
Yeah, I don't have that objective.
Sure, you don't. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna help you out, Jeremy. I'm gonna play a card called Order. It's a captain special card. Choose another character in the room you are in. Move this character to a neighboring room of your choice, with or without their permission. I'm gonna send you a little bit closer to the cockpit.
Thank you, my friend.
Okay,
Aw,
we're gonna
come
explore
on.
it the same way. It's a silent room. You don't even have to make noise. Oh, it's the nest.
What's that mean? Isn't that just the eggs?
That's where the eggs are. So there's 5 eggs in here, and yeah, it's the nest room. So we can destroy eggs in there or pick them up and analyze them at the lab if we can find it. So it's a useful room to have discovered. And you don't have to roll noise because we rolled silent, which is great. And then I don't want to fuck around, so I'm actually going to spend a card to move in there with you. And because you're in there, I don't have to roll noise.
Excellent.
Excellent indeed. And then it goes to Mateo. He's got 1 card left.
All right.
The turns will get a lot faster, so don't worry.
Yeah,
The first one with
I
all you guys
don't-
feel a bit slow.
I don't think I'm gonna spend another action to move in there.
Okay,
yeah, I don't
so
know.
pass. Oh, pass and you're searching? Okay.
I mean,
So we're gonna put that down 1, and you can search from any color. And then because Mateo has no cards left, he's gonna have to pass his turn, and I'm gonna do that for him while he picks his card. Jeremy's already passed, so it goes to an F.
Oh my god.
And I can't repair the room because I don't have any cards, right?
You can't what?
I can't repair the room,
You don't have enough cards to repair the room, no.
so I have to pass.
Okay, well you can move
Or-
if you
Spend it
want.
to move. Yeah, you can sort to move if you want, I think.
If you want. So if you're
Yeah.
checking the engine room, how the engine rooms go is you spend 2 cards to do the room action. You can check the status of the engine. Or
I'll
you
just
can
move
save
it.
that repair card in your hand to repair the engine, in which case you'll get to look at it and you'll get to fix or break it if you want. So
Mhm.
if that's your repair
Yeah.
card in your hand, I would probably just end my turn and keep it in my hand so that the
Mhm.
next round when you draw more cards, you'll be able to go to the engine room and fix or break it depending on your motives. Cool.
I am done.
So you're ending and you're keeping the card in your hand. So you passed and now it goes to Robin. Robin, you have 1 more card. Are you going to do anything with it?
Yeah, just simply move and pass probably to the engine room.
Man, that's
Okay, so you're going to move to engine room 3.
Perdón.
Spend your card.
Mhm.
There you go. And make some noise.
Spawn some aliens.
Spawn some Raelians. X, you make no noise at all. Good
Wait,
job.
so how come 2 and 3 for the engine rooms, like over like a red dot?
Yeah, so those are the technical corridors, basically ventilation shafts. If you make noise on the technical corridors, we put a marker all the way over here. And the next time anyone makes any noise in any other technical corridor across the whole ship, it will spawn an alien.
That's why I had to guarantee I'm silent.
Yes. So we have all passed now. Because I'm
Do I
passing my.
flip
Oh
anything,
well,
by the way?
technically it's my turn next. Do you flip anything? Just your player card.
Do I
this
get
little-
to check the?
No, you don't. You definitely don't get to check. Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
Please, okay.
Did he check? It looked like he checked.
Well,
did.
he's gonna be forced to spend some cards to check the engine on his next turn because he wasn't allowed to do that yet. Flip.
Told me this. Every card's been flipped so far.
No, not the engines.
Okay.
Not the engines. Sorry. Yes, not the engines. We don't know if they're repaired or broken. So you're gonna be checking next turn, guaranteed.
Fuck.
Flip your player card over is what I meant to say, so that it looks like you're passing. And then I am actually going to pass with this card in my hand as well. And my turn. So we've all passed. So now we go into the event phase. There's some instructions on my card, so I'm just flipping it back over. First thing we do is we move the time track down 1. So we're at 14 now. The next thing we would do is intruders would attack. If there's any aliens in a room with another character, they would get an attack on them. There's none right now, so we don't have to worry about that. We would resolve fire damage. Any enemies in the rooms with fire would take fire damage. And then we resolve an event card. These are the truly horrible things. They're over here. I'm going to draw one. The first event, oh my god. Evacuation pod ejection. Remove 1 escape pod token with the lowest number from the game. This event is then removed from the game at the very least. So one of the escape pods malfunctions and jets off. So there is now only 3 escape pods left, where there were 4, which is bad.
And
Very good. Survival of the fittest, eh?
So now, theoretically, escape room B, evacuation section B, which is close to the cockpit, is the better room to go to when you're trying to escape because it's at least got 2 escape pods rather than A, which only has 1 now. Cool. The next thing we do is we resolve from the intruder event bag. So that's this little thing over here. I'm going to draw a token from it, and depending on what I draw, it's going to have an. So I draw, and it's an adult. And if we consult this little chart here, all players must roll for noise in order. So now we all have to make an additional noise check, starting with Mateo. Mateo rolled a 3, and his rooms are totally primed, so he spawns an alien. We remove the noise markers from the room that he was around, and he is going to draw from that little bag. It's this thing, yeah.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he drew an alien, and the alien is going to get a surprise attack on people with 2 or less cards. And I don't think you have any, Mateo.
I don't have any. No.
So it's an adult alien. So I'm going to drag an adult onto his little space. And because he didn't have enough cards, it's going to make an attack. There's a card deck over here for attacks. I draw the top one, flip it, and I look for the symbol. If there's an adult symbol on it, it makes the hit. In this case, it's a claw attack. You suffer 2 light wounds, and you get 1 contamination card. So mark down that you have 2 light wounds now, Mateo. Use this little thing.
Wait, what the fuck? You die so fast.
Yep, it's dangerous. Light wounds aren't too bad, but the serious wounds are when it gets really bad. So he's got 2, and he has to take a contamination card. And what these are is they're basically like duds. They go into your action card pile, and if you draw them, they're useless. They just take up spots in your hand. It's really shitty. Also, there's a chance that that card is infected. If it is infected, he's much more likely to die due to infection.
You can't discard them ever.
There is so your rest card lets you scan your contamination cards, and if they're not infected, that's how you get rid of them. There are some rooms as well that will help you get rid of them, but that's one of the ways to do it. There are some items that let you get rid of them as well.
How many light wounds? Did you say 2?
You took 2.
And
2 light wounds and 1 contamination card. So the next person that has to roll for noise is Jeremy.
Wait, so since there's an alien, do we need to choose our objectives now?
Yes. So now we have to, because we found the first alien, look at your 2 objectives, and we're going to have to dedicate ourselves to just one of them.
Oh, really?
Okay, so where do we throw the other one?
Yep. So you're going to take the other one, take the one that you're not using, that you're discarding, and put it in the Nemesis box that's up in the top left.
In the box?
Yeah.
Let's see.
This one's going away to the box. There we go.
Okay, so it's my turn, so I roll for noise, right?
Yep. You
So
rolled a 3, so we put noise on marker 3.
No.
Just here. That's not great. Naf, you're going to roll for noise.
Come on,
Everybody
alien.
threw away
Let's
one
go.
objective, right? Robin, you got one of your objectives.
Hey, I got an alien.
Do I throw
you
away
actually?
one of my objectives?
Yeah, I do. I got
Yeah,
a 4.
put it in the box on the top left over here.
I got a 4. How do I know which alien?
Where?
Top left of the board. Nice.
I
That's
know.
the objective you're not using. There we go. Okay, so everybody has only one objective. So you rolled a 4 and there was 4 already? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, so we remove the noise. And then after you're going to go over here and you're going to do that thing that says intruder's bag. You're going to
Yep.
click one out. There we go. Oh, blank. You're so lucky.
Hey.
So when you draw a blank, noise goes back on every single section
Ah,
of the room you're in, but no
okay.
alien spawns.
Yeah,
So I put
hoping
a
an
noise
alien
back
would
there,
spawn.
but now noise is going to go on a bunch of other corridors.
Mhm.
But you didn't get an alien, and this goes back in the bag. Nice.
We need to shuffle the bag or something, or
It auto shuffles.
Oh,
It says, I think if you if you just scroll over it, it says it will auto shuffle after adding a new control.
I see.
Let me hover over it and take
Okay,
something out.
Robin, you're gonna make some noise.
Yeah, it is auto shuffle.
Make some noise. You made
Are you
4.
guys, are you guys part of whose D group are you a part of? For Jade?
Mine. They're all part of mine.
Well, you have 2.
The
Jades.
water deep one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you made noise, but nothing spawned, and now I have to roll. And Jeremy put down a 3, so let's hope I don't roll a 3. I rolled a 4.
Hey,
So noise goes down on behind us. Nice.
there's no
And that resolves the event phase. So now we go to, so the first player token goes to Jeremy. He starts us off, and we all draw up to 5 cards. So if you have a card in your hand already, just draw 4. So you always draw up to 5. So in my case, I had 1 left over, so I'm going to draw 4 more cards.
4.
Whoops, that was my objective card. I'm going to draw from here.
There we go.
Okay, so I go first, right?
You do.
So working. So how do I know what room has a computer inside?
There'll be a marker on it. So the monitoring room, you see it has a little computer underneath. That means it's got a computer. If it's a piloting card, it also works in the cockpit.
Piloting card?
Does the cockpit have a computer?
Oddly enough, no.
What?
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, so is demolition any good for me? Not really, right? Not
No,
right.
it's good for destroying doors or fucking other people over, but not really something you want to be doing right now.
Okay, so I will use the. Actually, hold on. What's the? So I can't search this room, right? There's nothing to search in there.
No, you can take an egg, but there's not really any reason to take an egg right now.
Okay, so I.
You
use
should take the egg so that I could research it.
You can go take an egg, bitch. Whenever you take an egg for the room, you have to roll for noise, and we have the room pretty much primed, so
Oh.
no thank you.
What if you
Okay,
just destroy it?
Yeah, we can also destroy it. So, Jeremy, you
That'd be
moved from the room. You got to spend a card. You spent demolition. Now we roll for noise. Nice. Oh, wait, are you slimed? No, that's Mateo slime. So you make no noise at all. That's awesome.
Okay, and then should I use my piloting card? Is that my goal?
Well, it helps.
Okay, so if I use this,
If you're in a room with a computer, check the coordinates, or if you're in a if you're in the working cockpit, you can use its room action without paying its cost. The cockpit has 2 actions. One is to set the destination, A, B, C, or D. It's currently on B. The other is to check the coordinates.
so I
So
can do both, or
just one.
Oh,
So you would check the coordinates first, so that we don't get to see it. So yeah, Alt Shift. Take a look at where the things are. The relevant ones are Earth is where you go to not get killed, and for some objectives, somebody might have an objective card that says to go to Mars. So you'll want to keep an eye out for where Mars is. And then you have that knowledge. You can tell us if you want, if it's currently going to Earth, which one relates to Earth. You could lie to us. You could say nothing.
all right. B is Earth.
B is
Earth. So we're currently headed to the right direction.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Or so he claims.
That's a lie.
So he claims. So you spent 2 actions. You moved and checked the coordinates. So now it goes to an F.
Mhm. And I will So if I repair, I have to end my turn right there.
What? No.
Okay.
You're not. Well, you want
What's
to
that?
repair this room, or do you want to repair the engine?
No. Like basic repair, so malfunction. Or
So if you
I
do
could
the
use that
basic
for an engine
repair,
as well.
you could use it to fix the engine. It just costs 3 cards.
Mhm.
It doesn't. It's not technically a separate action. Like it's not 3 actions. It just costs 3 action cards to do because you have to play that card plus 2 other ones to repair.
Okay.
So if you want to fix the engine, you would first have to move there, and then you would take the repair action with those cards.
I shall move.
Okay, so you're moving into the engine room.
Yep.
Now, if you
and
roll a 2, that's bad. So don't roll a 2.
I will roll
You can
a
also,
2.
if you want, carefully move. Okay, you rolled a 4. If you carefully move, you get to choose where the noise goes down, but it costs an extra card. So
Yep.
use placed 1 down in the technical corridors by making 4. So we now put a noise token up here. The next time anybody rolls for technical corridors, it will spawn a monster. So that was one
Wait.
action is to move to the room, and now you can spend, you can do your second action.
So if I just use my repair card, I have to give 2 other cards, and I get to repair this and look at it at the same time.
Yeah, so you would basically get to, so I would right click on the engine and hit the search button. The one in the second position is the actual state that it's in. None of us get to see what you're doing, so we're all going to stay out of it. But basically, play your cards.
I don't have the option to search.
No. Wait, you don't have the option to search on the engine card?
Nope, just draw.
Okay,
Everything
then
else is
shift.
black, grayed out.
So shift. Okay, so what you're going to do? Okay, spend the cards
Okay,
from your hand.
so
Repair plus 2 others.
this.
I don't know where you put that.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna put it after I pick all of them.
Okay. There's an alien on you right now, right, Mateo?
Yes, there is.
Rip.
That's okay. I've got a trick up my
Okay,
sleeve.
and you put those into your discard?
Yep.
There you go. And now, so what you're going to do is instead of search, just Alt-Shift on it.
Yep.
The one that you see is what it currently is. If you want to switch it, pick up the first card from the pile, and then basically put the other one on top. Or like whichever one you want it to be the actual state, place that on the bottom.
How about we just like put the one that we don't want like off the map, like on top of
Yeah,
it?
that'll be better.
Sure. Okay. Just keep it nearby in case somebody else can come by
I'll
to
just-
repair or break it.
I'll put it.
We'll just put it here. Okay. There we
Yep.
go. Okay. So you got to look, and now you've either you can repair it or break it, and you don't have to tell anybody what you actually did.
I broke it.
You bitch.
You broke it? What?
Of course. Why would I do anything else?
But why would you tell us that you broke it?
He's joking.
Okay.
Maybe
Or
Is he?
it's reverse psychology.
I feel like he didn't break it.
Okay,
Sorry,
Robin.
I feel like he actually.
So do you have a repair card in your action deck?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna make you do that because you already checked the status of that engine. So play the repair card and the requisite number of extra cards, which in this case is 2. It's just like his.
Repair and use 2 cards.
So see it has a 2 on it. That means you have to spend 2 more cards to do the effect.
Hold on, give me a sec. Let me choose ones I don't give a shit about.
Yep, there you go. And now you can wait. Where the fuck are they?
It's
Oh, they're over
I
here.
put it beside it. Yeah.
Look
This-
at both. Put the one that you want. So you're basically fixing or breaking it. Pick whichever one you want.
Oh yeah.
And put it back down. So remember, if 2 of the engines are damaged at the end of the game, the ship will explode. If 2 are working, the ship will successfully jump to hyperspace. Okay? So
Right.
you've set it to whatever you feel like it
Yes.
was best. And you've done 2 actions, so it's going to go over to me now.
Wait, that was 2 actions? Repairing is 2 actions?
Oh, no, it wasn't. Sorry, you have another action. My bad.
But like if I can just keep passing, right, without making any noise?
So this is the problem. If you don't take your second action, you have to pass, and you won't play any more cards this round.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so you're done with your round.
Well,
Great.
yeah, because say the remaining 2 cards are absolutely necessary for me, given
Yep,
how
you'd
many
roll
like
all of them.
alarms around to me for me to survive, and then I would just keep passing to like make sure I keep those two. You know.
Sure.
Yo,
Yep.
James, pass on your turn so I can get out of here.
So
What
I'm
the
pa-
fuck? I don't trust you, man.
What do you mean?
So you're passing and you're keeping both cards in your hand, right, Robin?
Yeah.
Nice.
The last game I played with Connor, James
Goner?
With Goner.
was Goner.
Goner.
James was a little bitch and he took the fucking escape pod.
Yeah, I didn't want to die.
Left us both to die.
I did, yes, it's fine. I set the course correctly. Wasn't my fault you guys blew it up in the end.
It wasn't my fault that I got killed by Connor.
Yeah. Okay, do I trust Jeremy?
No,
Not at
trust me.
all. I'm going to spend a card to move into the room,
Jesus.
and then I'm going to check the coordinates by spending 2 more cards.
Now we're gonna spawn an alien. You could have just trusted me from the start.
Oh man, he was telling the truth. Okay, well, hey, you know what? At least I trust you now, Jeremy. Your turn.
My turn?
Mateo's turn.
Yes. Okay.
So it is actually currently going to Earth. That was
I'm gonna
lucky.
use this-
The reason I didn't
smoke
trust you,
grenade.
Jeremy, is there's actually only like a 1 in 8 chance of it successfully going to Earth at the start of the game. Like there's 8 coordinates cards and only 1 has Earth at B.
I am using a smoke grenade,
Okay.
and I will
So you have to
yeah.
spend a card to do it.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you
and
spent.
I will use
What'd you spend?
Repairs.
Okay. So you're throwing away your repairs card and you're using a smoke grenade. So this is something you picked up as an item. We'll read the effect. Use in a room you are in. All other characters in this room, that would be us, would lose an action card. You move to a neighboring room and intruders don't attack you when you run away. So whenever you run away from an intruder, they would normally get a free attack against you. In this case, he's using an item to avoid that. So which room are you moving to?
Moving right here.
Oh,
Okay.
Quad.
All right, and you don't have to roll for noise because we're already there. So you left the intruder in the section in the event.
Yeah. But
And what's
this
your second
all as one, right? Yeah. Okay. Great. So then
Yeah.
I'm gonna use blocking action, or sorry, not blocking action. Computer skills, and then I'm going to close the door that the alien was coming from. So close the door
Nice.
to
So you
that-
close the door on the thing. I'll drag a door here.
Oh shit, that's big brain.
Big brain indeed. And I'm
And,
going to put
yeah,
my
that's it.
computer skills card back in. So that was your 2 actions.
Yep.
Jeremy, I trust you. I am sorry I didn't believe you.
All right, boys, where are we going? Up or down? Should we unlock the room?
So the problem with going here is we will have to go through the room covered in slime.
That's what I was thinking too. And it's a high chance we spawn an alien because 2 and 3.
You can move carefully just to
Wow,
explore.
It looks really cool.
It is really cool, dude.
Wait,
Why
if you-
Your cards
Why
really
doesn't
you-
just
cool.
one person go here?
How do you-
Well, that's what,
Oh.
yeah.
how do you
yeah.
hide your cards?
Like, one person go
How do
here
you
and then
what?
come
How do
back.
you hide your
something.
cards?
Everybody it just goes into their hands automatically. Like only I can see these. Everybody else's hands are here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm
What
talking
about,
to
what
Crystal.
about your items?
You put them down here face down and you can alt shift to look at them. Like
Wait,
I can check my objective like that. Cool. Okay, so if you spend 2 cards, you can carefully move into the room and you could place the noise down on the 4 corridor. The problem with that is, well, no, you have 3 cards, so you could move carefully, explore it, and then depending on what it is, you stay in there, or you could meet us back in the cockpit after we know what it is.
all right. I'm for the boys.
You're for the boys. Team crewmate.
If you're in a
So spend 2 of your
I feel
cards
like-
to
I
move
feel like
carefully.
all the ones that want to sabotage the fucking engine, we're going for the fucking engine.
One of them is.
all right.
No,
so
it was very full, babe. Okay, so you move in, we flip this over, it's on fire, and it's the armory. So in the armory, it's got 1 item, and you
God
can
damn
recharge your energy weapons in this room,
I
I
want
have-
to
I
find
have
this
an energy
fucking
weapon.
laboratory.
but it's on fire, which is bad, because fire spreads. And spreading fire is not fun.
Fire goes
Um,
to a room with slime. Does it like?
No, it doesn't do
explode?
anything.
Doesn't
Stop
do
trying to make reactions with slime. So here's what happens with fire. If you end your turn, which is your 2 actions thing, and you're in a room with fire, you take 1 light wound. You've only done 1 action this turn, so you should probably try and come back to the cockpit. Also,
Is it-
sorry, because you moved carefully, we put a noise token down on number 4.
Wait, is it worth searching this? Because I have a search.
So you'll search, but you will take 1 light wound because you'll be ending your turn in a room with fire.
Yeah, but then if we're going back up north anyways, then the emergency room's right there, so I could just heal, right?
Yep, it's up to you. 1 light wound isn't too bad, but we never really know what's going to happen.
All right, fuck it. Let's just see what happens. I'll search.
'Kay.
And then, so I take 2 red, right?
So keep in mind, this is your last action card. You'll be stuck in that room for the rest of the round. So you're okay with that?
Actually, fuck it. I'll move back out. Wait, what's the advantage of me being with you guys versus being by myself?
We can
Well,
attack.
we can shoot something. We can all work together to kill something if it spawns.
I'll go back. Fuck it.
Okay, there we go. So we're all back in the cockpit.
So I'm passing now.
Okay, because you've run out of cards. Nice. But it was good to get that thing explored. So remember, everybody has 2 quest cards, right? Take a
Oh,
look at those really quick because there's one of them that requires you to be in a certain room to do it. So Robin, one of your cards, the auto loader, you only can activate if you go to the armor room. So keep that in mind. We know where it is.
What?
This quest card down here. For Anath, he's got to do his in the cockpit, which is all the way at the other end of the
Wait,
ship.
where are you seeing? Which are you pointing at?
Robin, look at your character sheet.
Yeah.
The auto loader quest item. Everybody has 2 quest items. They're locked right now, but if you do the thing on the card, you unlock it. So this one gives you extra ammo capacity for your gun and lets you reload for free.
Before I started moving.
Well, you didn't know where the armor room was, so it's not a big deal. The other one, you just need to get one of those items, tools or duct tapes, from the utility pile.
yo, what is energy charge?
Energy charge is an item from the military or occasionally the utility pile that lets you recharge a gun. It also lets you, in your case, unlock the orbital maneuvering system. The evacuation key is actually really useful because that can let you unlock or lock an escape pod if you're in the relevant room. So you would have to get that by going to the fire control system, which is all the way back here.
Yeah.
I washed one of the sheep. Anything that's in the washing machine was washed. Okay. For you, Mateo, you want to get to the generator room. And for me, I want to find the comms room.
Yeah, but I also want to get to the laboratory.
Yeah, the lab would be nice to find. So we know the lab is one of the exteriors that we haven't discovered yet. And according to Jeremy, that's the emergency room. So keep in mind. So Jeremy's passed, it's an F's turn.
Okay.
Wait, I think it makes sense for Robin to discover all the bottom stuff, right? Because he can make his way to the armory, and then we can just go back the top path and discover the rest.
I mean, it makes sense, but every round we're moving, we're potentially spawning more aliens, so it is ultimately up to him.
Yeah.
Okay. I
What you doing,
will
Anaf?
discard this and go to the next room.
Suppression fire. Oh, sorry.
Storage.
I was going to move your character.
Ooh.
The storage room, and it is on fire! So it's got 2 items in it. The storage room's special action is you can expend 2 cards to search infinitely. If you spend 2 cards in the room, any 2 cards, you get to take the search action for free, and it's from any pile you want, and it never runs it. So the storage room is actually really good. However, it's currently on fire, and because Anaf has no more cards
I
in
have
his hand,
this. I have the extinguisher.
oh, but you have no more cards to use it this round.
Okay.
So you will unfortunately take 1 light wound because you're ending your turn in a room with fire. It's kind of the fucking worst when you explore a room with fire and you don't have any cards left. So you're going to take one of these little chits and we're going to put it on the 1 light wound. Robin, you passed, so you're done. Anaf, you no longer have any cards, so you're passed. It's me and Mateo are left in the round. I could get a head start on moving forward, but I'm probably going to spawn
Wait,
something.
what did this guy here?
What?
This.
When you rolled for noise in the intruder event phase. Remember when I told you you had to roll for noise? That was it. Okay. There's an alien there.
Where?
Well,
But it's cut
I'm
off.
just trying to think. It's cut off from us. I can't put out that fire in the other room, which is too bad. Okay, I'm gonna play motivation. All characters in the room you were in, including yourself, draw 1 action card.
Okay, wait. Captain is OP.
Yeah, so you can actually draw a card as well. And because technically you didn't have to pass last turn, you can still play Jeremy this round. And Mateo, draw an active card. I got reload, but I haven't taken any shots yet. So here's what I'm going to do. Are we all going to move? Because if I can move to the nest and just spawn something, and we can fight it at least.
Wait, what's the point? Why don't we just wait until we have more action cards at like?
So
next-
here's the thing, Jeremy. If we wait in this room and we're forced to roll for noise because of the intruder bag, there's pretty much a guarantee that at one point we're going to roll something between the three of us that sets off an attack. But I think it is still better to let it get a surprise attack because otherwise it would get 2 hits. So yeah, I think I am just going to wait in the room. I'm going to, pass my turn and keep both of my cards in my hand. So I'm passed. Mateo, what are you doing?
Well, there's not really much that I can do.
Remember, the more cards you have in your hand, the less likely you are to get surprise attacked. So it doesn't hurt to keep.
But these cards suck.
Also, yes.
I'm just gonna discard.
So you're gonna pass and discard some.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pass and discard interruption.
Okay, so Mateo's passing and he's discarding one of his cards.
Yeah.
Jeremy, you got one extra card. You can choose to pass and keep it. You can choose to use it. What do you want to do?
I'll just keep it. So if the monster token is a 1, then
You won't get hit.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. There's a few that do have a 1, so it is kind of worth it to keep one if you're going to keep it anyways. Might as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point we've all passed and we go into the phase. So we move the time track one.
Wait, can you give other people items? Like if you can you give me an item if you get it? Like if we're like teaming up?
Yep. So it's called the trade action. Everybody can do it. It costs 1 card. And you can trade with anybody in the same room as you, and you can trade between everybody. So if we do a trade action now, we could theoretically divvy up our cards between all 3 of us.
Okay.
So yeah, I can give you stuff. So in your case, like if your gun runs out of ammo, I might toss you like the prototype shotgun because my other gun has like 6 ammo, stuff like that.
Okay.
So we moved the time track 1. Intruders would attack. The only alien on the board is currently trapped behind a door, so he's not getting the attack. No fire damage on anybody else, and we go to resolve an event. So the event is life support failure. Place a malfunction marker in each green room and then remove this event from the game. Fortunately, we have somehow not technically explored any green rooms, so no malfunctions go down. That's great. And then there's an extra step on the top here now that there's an enemy down, is these symbols will move in direction 2. So in this case, the adult that is spawned moves in direction 2. This adult would try to move through the door. When an adult tries to move through a door, it instead breaks the door and stays in the room it's in. So good job closing that door, Mateo. Otherwise, it would have come in and attacked us. So the door is now destroyed. They can pass through it freely. We can pass through it freely. Keep it in the second state, so we don't forget. But it does remain in the room because of that. The next thing we have to do is draw from the intruder development bag. And it is a larva. And when you draw a larva, remove this token from the intruder bag and add an extra adult in. So we don't actually have to roll for noise this round, which is great. There we go.
What will happen if you go into the room of the nest and start shooting? Will you be able to kill it all?
So you would take the shoot action and you basically hit an egg. I'm pretty much guaranteeably hit an egg. And basically the nest has like 5 health right now.
Okay.
There's eggs in
But when I shoot the nest, is there a chance things will come up and attack me?
Let me read the nest. Nest. When there are no more eggs in the nest is considered destroyed. Place 1 injury marker on the nest to prevent this. If there's a fire mark in the room containing uncarried eggs, you can destroy an egg during that phase. Doesn't say how you attack. Oh, destroying eggs. Whenever your character is in a room with any uncarried eggs, including the nest room, you can with their hand. You can try to destroy those eggs. Resolve this action as a shoot action or a melee attack action. Each injury of any type destroys 1 egg. In case of a melee attack action, the character does not have to draw contamination.
Damage to meet the 5 health, right?
Yeah, and your gun does weapons do a variable 1 to like 3 damage depending on the gun you have. Your
So-
gun is really good. As long as you deal at least 1 injury, it deals an extra injury. So if you hit, you would just technically destroy 2 eggs at once.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay.
Yeah, your gun's really good. Your gun is the best gun that anybody has. So we went through the whole event phase without much terribleness happening. So that's great. So now we're going to draw up to 5. If you've run out of cards now, grab the discard deck, bring it to the draw side, flip it over, shuffle it, and then draw the cards that you need.
What do you press to shuffle?
You can right click on it,
Okay.
and there should be a shuffle button on top. You can also I think
R.
you just wiggle it around.
It's R.
I don't know.
R
I
works?
don't know. Does R actually
Yeah,
shuffle? I don't know if
it's
R
shuffling.
shuffle. Well, okay, sure.
Well, I'm pressing
Um,
R, but I don't know. I don't see any like cards being moved around.
Yeah,
I would
because
right-click on
everything
it.
is in
Oh,
here.
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah. Now if you
okay.
there you go. And draw up to 5. Anaf, you're starting this round. Take a look at your cards and get an idea of what you want to do. Everybody.
Okay. Okay, where am I?
Wait, so since there's a
there.
door here already, can you close the door again?
No, it's destroyed. You can never close this one again.
So I discard this, get the fire out, and
Yep,
this,
so you
this goes
use
in
the fire
discard.
extinguisher to remove the fire token. Very good. Fire can spread because of events, and it can get really bad, so this fire spread is now eliminated. That costs a card to do, though, so you have
Yeah, I
to
already
play,
did.
play a card. Okay, good. And now you're in the storage room. You can search the room. There's 2 items. They're red, but you can also spend 2 cards to take the storage action, which allows you to draw from any of the piles. This is a really good room. Storage room's awesome.
Mhm.
Generally, once people find it, they just spam it a couple of times and then move on.
So removing the fire was 1 action, right?
Yep, you have 1 more
Okay. So I'll just search it for now.
with a normal suit.
Yeah.
Okay, so place it in your discard, and I'm gonna do this, and you can draw 2 military cards and discard 1. Robin, it's your indeed.
I might have to spend 2 cards to move silently, right?
Yeah, move carefully. You could move to the unexplored room and place it down on the 1/2.
Fuck it, Robin, just do it.
Fuck it.
You're a
So-
shooter. You're a shooter.
I'm gonna save my bullets to break the nest, man.
And I'm discarding the card I took, energy charge,
Oh,
to
wait,
Uh,
get
save,
my
you
ability.
can't-
Huh?
yo, save that for me.
That costs an action to do.
It takes an action to discard a card.
Well, look, discard energy charge to activate this item. It's got a 1 on it, which means you have to spend
Oh.
an action to do it. So hold on to it for now, and you will have to. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. The motion scanner is really good, though.
Mhm.
And lets you re-roll noise.
So when you do shoot action, you just discard 1 card to shoot.
You discard any card to do a basic shoot action, and you would reduce your ammo by 1. You also have 2 special cards as the soldier called Careful Aim, which lets you re-roll the attack die, and Full Auto discards your entire clip of ammo to deal extra damage.
All right.
So what's your first action here?
Fuck. I have to discard 2 cards. At this point, I'm never gonna fucking make it to the nest. This is gonna take so long.
Just fucking
It's
walk.
pretty. Well, technically, it's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away.
Yeah, I'm about to discard 2 cards to move carefully for the next one because if an alien spawns,
Remember, the door is closed here as well.
yeah,
Yeah, if an alien spawns, then you have to deal with that, and it wastes even more of your time.
exactly. So it might be better to just discard card to move safely.
Sure.
Yeah, right, discard.
Well, it goes in your discard section here. So you're spending
Discard
2
1.
cards to move carefully,
Discard 2.
and move to the
here.
room. We'll explore it. It's a danger, so. And it's the comms room, so we would put down a noise
Here.
there. I'll drag it down. And it's the comms room. Here, wait, I removed this. It's got 2 items in it. So we'll spin it to 2 items. And the comms room is where you can send the signal. So if you have an objective to send the signal, this is where you got to go. I also have one of my quest items I need to be in the comms room to activate it, so I might pop by there if I get the chance. And you now have your second action, Robin.
Yeah, shit. I'll have to pass then.
You're just gonna pass in a room full of noise.
Well, I don't know what else to do.
Do you have demolition?
I do, but
You
I just discarded it.
Oh, well, that's a way that you could have destroyed the door here.
Fuck. Okay. Well, wait, no, but it has to be in the It has to be.
Yeah,
A
you would
corner
have to move to the shower room first. But
So-
there's no noise technically on number 1, so you could spend 2 cards to carefully move, put it on 1, and then demolition destroy the door.
Yeah, but that would take up basically 100% on my cards, right?
Yeah, but passing takes up 100% of your turn, so it's up to you.
Because I already discarded. I can't take it back.
Well, I mean, I don't think any of us really care.
Okay.
You were
I
just
do.
using
You're
a
not allowed.
careful move.
You're
Like
not
you just
allowed.
discard a different card. I would say if you were trying to retcon it after like a couple turns, you're probably not going to have to use full auto this round.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, can we kill? Okay, wait.
Can we kill each other?
No.
Not-
I'll just wait until your turn to propose my idea.
Okay, we'll let Robin finish this. He's using all of his brain power here.
Okay, so I guess I'll just take another action. I'll just take another action to move. Might as well.
Where? To
To-
the engine room or to the shower room?
That's
Oh
probably
wait, he's
take
gonna
all my cards.
gamble on the roll.
Okay, so if you're moving, you're gonna
No,
have to
I'm
roll
just gonna-
noise.
I'm rolling dropping 2 cards to move there.
Okay, to move carefully.
Yeah.
And then
How
put
do I put this
demolition.
back in my hand? Why does that not work?
Draw it again.
Oh my god.
I know. It's annoying.
All right, cool.
And then you'll place noise down on the 1.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fuck. The next one is gonna be a big gamble for me. Then it's gonna
Yeah.
be a alien right near the thing. Okay.
Yeah, it's not fun. Okay, my turn.
Okay, wait. Here is my idea. So I have the computer skill action, right? So if I
Yeah.
can go to the monitoring room, then I can do like that one beside the emergency room, and then the only one left unexplored would be the bottom 2.
Yeah.
Want to do that?
Well, we have to go through an alien. to
Yeah.
do
So
that.
that's what I'm saying. Like, do we want to kill them, or like what's up with these guys?
So here's the thing. So here's how you do like health. Whenever you deal an injury to an intruder, you draw one of their attack cards, and there's this number in the top left of the card. That's how much health they have in that instance. The cards range from 2 to 6 health.
Aliens
Within-
don't get attack of opportunity if you move towards them, right? It's
No,
kinda
but
like-
if we don't manage to kill it, it'll get attacks against us. So we need to dedicate ourselves to moving in and killing it, and that's going to cost our ammo. Now, I have a lot of ammo in my 6-shooter, so I'm kind of okay with this plan because I don't really want to go through the nest, which has just a fuckload of noise on it. So yeah, I think at least me and Jeremy will come in and we'll deal with this alien and we'll get to the monitor room because that would be a really efficient way to check all of the rooms.
Okay, let's do it.
Nice. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend a random card. I'm going to spend my basic repairs card to move into the room with the alien. I don't have to roll noise because there's already an alien in the room. And then I'm going to take my next action. I'm going to spend a card. Oh, you know what? Before that, I'm going to spend motivation. Before I move into the room, I can spend motivation so we can all draw 1 extra card. Me and Mateo and Jeremy. And then I'm going to move in as my second action, getting ready to shoot it for next time. But we can all draw an.
Oh, wait,
What'd you do?
He has 6.
You drew from like the wrong pile. What'd you do?
No, I drew my own pile. I'm allowed having 6, right? Because you told me.
Yeah, because I told you could with my special card. It's fine. Mateo, why do you have so few?
because I discarded one. Oh fuck! Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot.
we drew, man. Come on, what are you doing?
Forgot.
And then draw 1 more because there we go. Okay, and so I motivated, and then I moved into the room. So now it's Mateo.
All right. Okay.
My turn now.
Yeah.
Do I
yeah,
have
yeah.
to move into the room?
Nope.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
You can totally abandon us.
Wait, abandon James. I
Would
have.
you care if I
Wait,
abandoned?
wait, Jeremy, you fucking asshole!
Wait, no. Because with my draw, I just got knowledge of the ship. So like I could just. Oh wait, but instead. So okay, wait, no, same plan. So we'll kill the alien, and then I'll use the computer one on the monitoring room, and then I'll use knowledge of the ship on one of the bottom ones.
Okay, sure. We still have to get through the damn
Okay,
thing.
well,
so-
I need to do rest. So, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. So you're doing. So he has a. So we'll show how it goes. So if you play the rest card, you take any contamination cards that were in your hand and you scan them up here. It's clear, so he gets rid of it in the discard up here. No, not back. Yeah, there we go. Okay. If it's infected, he has to keep it, and we put a larva on his board, which shows that he's been infected. The odds of you being infected are about a third. Like 7 of the 27 cards in the contamination deck are infected, and they're random. So there's your rest, and then what do you do?
And then I'm going to.
Wait, James, didn't you have to roll for noise when you walked into that room?
No, because there's an alien in here, I don't have to roll for noise.
Oh, sick.
It's quite nice. What's your next act, buddy?
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to move into the room.
All right, come on over.
I mean, I can't really do anything else.
That's right. Okay, spend a card to move. Hey, bucko. And Jeremy, if you're...
All right, so
Oh, I have to spend a card too. That sucks.
I'll spend to move. Oh, are you done, Mateo?
He has to spend a card,
Yeah, I don't know.
but
which one.
his turn is effectively done. He's just choosing which card to spend to move. Your turn, Jeremy.
If you're in a working room without a computer, that's like the one we're in, right?
Technically, well, did you move in here? You have to spend a card to move here.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
but you probably can't use that card during combat. I'm just saying.
No, so yeah. So if a card has a gun symbol with an X across it, it means you can't do it while we're in combat.
So we're in
Okay.
combat. There's an alien in the room.
Yes.
So you should move.
So
after you
hold
can-
on to that knowledge of the ship card, or do it before you move into the room.
Okay, so I will get rid of demolition to
Okay.
move here.
Okay.
And then, is there any more loot in this room? Can I?
We can't search as long as there's a monster in the room, but there is, I think, one more item.
So should I attack it?
Yes.
Yes.
So
I-
here's how you attack. You spend any card to use the basic shoot action. You're going to reduce your shotgun ammo by 1, and then you're going to roll the attack die and hope to God that you hit.
Wait, so what's in this die?
Okay, so there is a couple of symbols. There's a blank symbol, that means you miss. There's this symbol, which means you hit weak monsters like larvas and creepers. There's that symbol means you deal 2 injuries. There's another one.
Just
Rolling.
press E.
I don't know how to do it.
Oh,
There we go. That means you deal 1 injury. And there's another one that keep going. That one means you hit adults or less. And this is an adult, so you have a 50% chance of hitting it.
Ours was very low. I remember
Between the 3 of us, I'm confident we can kill it. I'm not confident we can get every shot on it, but between the 3 of us, I'm confident we can kill it this round.
Okay, so this one seems kind of useless. Okay, wait. The thing is, if I shoot at him, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And then, like, when the event is rolled, like, because I need to use another 2 cards, like, for our plan for this round. So
Yep.
then, technically, I'm only gonna have like 3 cards. So if I shoot it, I'll only have 2 cards.
How many cards do you have right now?
I have 5.
So you're going to shoot it and spend 1 card to shoot it, and then it's going to go to the other people's turns. And
Yeah.
ideally, by the time it gets back to you, me and Mateo will have killed it.
All right. Okay.
Not a guarantee, though.
Yeah, sure. I'll shoot it.
Okay, so you're spending a card to shoot.
Okay.
You're going to reduce your shotgun's ammo by 1. And you're going to roll the attack die and hope you don't miss. You missed.
What the fuck?
Okay, Nap, it's your turn.
Okay. Where am
Yeah,
I?
combat's no fun in this game.
How do you miss a big fucking alien?
I know, right?
Okay, I discard this.
Okay.
And I discard this.
I'll be right back.
And I discard this. And I discard this.
Okay, lots of stuff. So you're discarding your energy charge to
And then
get
I
your most
draw
of the
2.
enter? Wait,
Huh?
well, how'd you discard the other 2 cards? What are you doing?
I discarded 2 to pick items and stuff.
Okay, from your storage action. So pick
Yeah.
any color and draw 2, discard 1, and then activate your motion scanner.
I will draw 1.
It has to be from the same pile.
Okay.
So there we go. Pick one of those, discard the other, and I'm going to flip your motion scanner up. Your motion scanner goes in one of your hand slots, but it allows you to discard an action card from your hand to re-roll the result of your noise. You can only do it once per noise roll, but it's still very good.
And
We got
yeah,
Max.
that's my turn, and I probably
What's
pass
up,
after
buddy?
this.
Just watching who's winning.
It's semi-cooperative, so no one's lost yet, but not necessarily any of us are going to win.
Yo, Max,
Yeah.
if you launch BDO, I'll like passively grind with you.
Wait, aren't you playing?
Yeah, but it's like it takes a while to get to my turn anyways, and I'm listening.
All right, sure. If because I'm not actually playing. Wait, this looks pretty complicated.
It is, but I can guide you through it.
And I discard.
No,
this one.
this is gonna take too long. You guide someone else through it.
No.
No. I'm meaning if he ever plays, I can guide him through it.
Oh, okay.
Not
It's already taking long enough.
It
It's
is
very
it is.
long.
So Robin, you're actually up next, so get an idea what you're going to do. Or you
It's
pass?
so
No, you
much
didn't
worse
pass it.
with 5 players. Holy shit.
It does take a lot longer.
After
um,
2 hours, we
3
went
players,
through
it's so much better.
2 rounds.
We've done 2 rounds in 2 hours. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of shitty. I'm gonna use Demolitionist because I need to break this door.
Okay, and you're stuck.
And-
There we go.
yeah,
Your turn's
I'm
done. You
stuck there
passed.
forever.
Anaf, you passed. You're done. So Anaf made his motion scanner. It's his quest item, and he drew because of the storage action. Then it goes to me. I'ma shoot this bitch. I'm going to spend my demolition card to shoot it, and I'm going to shoot it with.
We should have turn timers, honestly.
I'm not going to do that to a bunch of people that just started playing the game. But yeah, next game we play, sure.
James takes the longest
I
time.
told you this would happen, Mateo.
Oh, you did not.
Okay, I told everyone else, and then you joined in late, so you missed the.
James
last
takes the
video.
longest time, so
Yeah,
Oh,
wait, hold
fuck
on,
off. Okay, so I'm spending ammo for my prototype shotgun to take a shot. I'm going to roll the die over here. And I rolled that, which means, what is it? I always deal at least 1 injury except on a blank roll. So I dealt 1 injury. That's good. So we're going to put its health at 1, and then what we do is we draw a card to see if it dies. It won't because it has always more than 1 health. We still have to draw. And flip it, and it had 4 health this round, so it doesn't die when I shoot it. I am then going to spend another card to shoot it again.
MVP.
Oh, you know what I can do? Oh, okay, here's what I'm going to do. Jeremy, I'm going to use Suppressive Fire, discard 1 arrow, move yourself or one other chosen character within your room if they agree without triggering an intruder attack. So I'm going to spend 1 shot from the 6-shooter to Suppressive Fire you into the next room.
Oh, okay. Thank you very, very much. It's not like
You're
I
welcome.
also have that.
You're welcome,
same
Mateo.
card,
You're welcome, Bucko.
And it's also not like I am, very fragile.
Well, you have more ammo in your gun at this point, so I send you into this room, Jeremy.
Okay,
It's also not like I have like
You still have to roll for
two-
noise.
two injuries.
I roll for noise?
Yeah.
Okay.
2. Okay. So I shot it, hit it, didn't kill it, and then got you into the room. Mateo, it's your turn.
I'm gonna start off this little turn by giving an obligatory fuck you to James.
Welcome.
it's objective to kill you.
It might be his objective to kill me. I wouldn't be surprised. Repair.
Wow. Wow, Matt. Let's see how it is.
And James, this was very not well thought out because you could have asked me. I have an item that literally closes a door. Like I could have closed the door.
Oh, and trap me in with them. Yeah, I would have loved if you did that.
No.
Now he's going to
Shoot
trap
the
you with
fucking thing, Mateo.
Wait, are you with me or are you in the monitoring room?
I'm
No,
here
that's
with
me.
you. I sent
That's
Jeremy ahead because his gun only has
Oh, I
one more
thought-
shot in
I
it,
thought-
and he's gonna do all the monitoring while I help you kill this thing. I didn't fucking abandon you, man.
Oh, okay. I thought
I'm
that-
here with you, Bucko.
He doesn't leave crippled people alone.
I
with-
don't. You're in a wheelchair. How rude would that be if I left your disabled ass in this room?
Okay then. I'm gonna discard blocking access.
To shoot.
I'm going to shoot.
Okay, don't miss.
Probably will.
Oh! Oh!
It's
Wait!
stuck.
What?
Oh!
Wait, what
What
happened?
is that? What is that?
What the fuck is this? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, drop it. There we go. Okay, it's hit.
Oh my god. Okay,
Alright,
fine. Whatever.
You deal one. You deal 1 damage, and we draw another card to see if it dies. No, it doesn't.
Absolutely not.
Wait, so what?
Die.
Oh, so we keep adding up its health until like when we draw one, it's like
Yeah,
that.
if the total amount of injuries matches or exceeds the number that shows, then it's dead. So it's
I
got
will-
a variable amount of health every time you shoot it.
So, also, question.
Yeah.
Does the alien attack everyone with the...
No, it attacks one person, and I'll let you be strategic here. It attacks the person with the fewest amount of action cards in their hand. If there's a tie, it attacks the person with the lowest player number, which is you.
Look, I can't really afford to be targeted again.
Okay, so I'll
And
tell you what.
jumping.
Shoot one more
Um,
time, save 1 card, and then I'll shoot it twice, and if it's not dead by then, I'll take the hit.
You probably...
Because if I use both cards, it will hit me because you have 1 action card left. So spend 1 of your ammos. And roll the attack die.
Standard.
That's what I do.
James is gonna debate you.
What the fuck is going on with your die? You missed. Useless soldier! Jesus Christ. Okay, Jeremy, it's your turn.
Okay, in the monitoring room, I will monitor what is
Are you gonna-
happening.
Are you going to use the